think this is a good location. Know my angles real quick. Player, player, play on. I want to let y'all know the keys right here, yo. This watermelon be on fire. It be on fire, yo. Goodness gracious. I don't have no fork right now, so I'm gonna have to go no hands on the on the watermelon for sure. But here's another ultimate key. You feel me? You gotta have it on deck, yo. I'm a pure major fan. You understand me? There it is. I ain't get a little bit on that. Yeah, we working it out. We working it out, yo. Dangerous. Yeah. I'm gonna wait till somebody come in this bad boy, and then we gonna start it up. You feel me? But until then, it's what this gonna be a what they call it, mock bong type of vibe. You know, mock bong. But the watermelons be hitting. It be hitting hard, yo. Mm. Favorite thing after the workout, for facts. But player, I got a story to tell you. You understand? It's real. Hey, what's going on? She loves Cam. Yeah, I got a story to tell y'all. The situation is what had happened was, what's up, Manifest Destiny? About to drop a little storyline for the folk, you know. Uh this happened like real recently, like this week, right? Your boy got a nice little ticket. But the crazy thing is, I got a ticket right in front of me. You know, it's a wild story. So here we go. I just got done working out, right? Finished the gym. I was at the gym probably around 10 o'clock. Next thing you know, I'm rolling in. It's 2 hour parking in this downtown Medford area, right? And so I'm coming in. I got like 45, 30 minutes left on my 2 hour time frame. You feel? And I'm roaming in. I'm about to get my stuff. I'm getting my stuff and putting it in the back. My car is ajar. I'm fixing everything up, trying to get things set up. And then I saw my boy Angel, which is a security guard at this location, at the actual parking lot, this little area. He's a security guard at that spot. So I was like, hey, what's good with you, man? Long time no see. Because I've been in Ashland for a minute, which is about 15 miles away from Medford, for a good minute, just chilling, right? It's a little quieter in Ashland than it is in Medford. Medford, is well known for the meth, meth heads or whatnot. And like I said, I think I told y'all before, I had my door knocked on and said, hey man, you got some green? You know what I'm saying? Or I remember one time dude telling me about a girl of his talking about she got the kahunas. You my girl in there. And I was just like, I had to get away from that. You feel me? That's what the vibe was. So I had to switch some things up. Anyways, I haven't seen him in a while. And so next thing you know, I'm over here chit-chatting. We in the back, right? Back of my car. I left my car ajar and we start connecting, yo. He was a cool cat, man. He been out here in Medford for about 10 years, I believe. Got 2 kids. He a single man now out there in the streets, and he also like from New York. And so yeah, he a full on cool cat, full lot conversation, laughing, giggling or whatnot, swapping stories. The way he's supposed to be doing. You feel me? Next thing you know, I saw, the special guys that go around and they pass out tickets to people that been at their location past 2 hours. Those guys. I don't know how you get those JOBs. I personally wouldn't want to be that guy, to do that JOB. That's a job where you really setting folk back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you did over 2 hours. Now, give me some money. You feel me? And it can be They can really rain on folk parade, especially depending on the price range. I mean, even if it's $25, it's it's $25 you ain't trying to give away, just like that. You feel? So I saw him walk past. I saw him walk past this side of my vehicle. This is the driver's side, and that's the side where the car door was ajar. And me and my boy Angel was in the back chit-chatting, and he walked past me, me and my boy, and I think we've been chit-chatting for maybe about 30, 40 minutes. Like it been past time. We had some catching up to do for facts. He passed me by with the blue shirt on or whatnot, and looked the part of, and had the shades on, and kept straight. Know what's up or anything like that. Me and Angel both look at him just like, cause he's the security guard, so people will walk past or whatnot and wave, and I'm waving with him. He didn't join in on that. He kept straight forward, kept on and on to the next venture. So I was like, oh yeah, that boy focused out here. That boy working out here for real, for real. I made a comment about it, like, oh yeah, he grinding out here, right? Next thing you know, me and my boy Angel's conversation got over with. It was done. And I rolled over here to my front of my window, and I got a ticket out here on deck, blood. I was like, what? Where my ticket at, yo? Yeah, that boy dropped that ticket on me, plug, right in front of my face, yo, around the area. You see this? That boy killed it for that. My boy T. Kirk holding it down. So this happened June 15th. So it's 3 days ago that this happened. You feel me? And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So in my first thought process was like, nah, what? I mean, we was right here. I'm right here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like all he had to do was like, hey man, yo, you've been out here for more than 2 hours. Can you please move your car? There was a parking spot behind us where we was talking at, and there was a parking spot in front of us. You feel me? All I gotta do is move it back and forth. You understand that? And that's how quick it. I didn't know how long me and Angel's conversation was gonna be. I wasn't expecting it to be that long. I thought it was gonna be cool conversation, connected a little bit, and then move around. But we started, saying almost like, on some friendship, real friendship shit. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was wild that somebody just dropped a ticket on you, boy. Wow, I was chilling right next to my car. I'm talking about my ass is on the back bumper. You feel me? Like the car door is ajar right now as we speak. You feel me? And it was just like crazy how someone could be so deep and not even have a human interaction on, not trying to give out a ticket, but some folk like to meet their quota. That's a real thing. And it was almost like he was like a robot to the game. Like it was no human vibe. Because your first ordeal should not be to give out tickets in that job. To me, I feel like your ordeal is to, make sure that everything's running smooth and folk got parking spaces out here. People got parking spaces out here. That, like I said, there was a parking space behind me and there was a parking space in front of me, and all he had to do was be like, yo, man, hey, I know y'all talking or whatnot, but I noticed your vehicle because I'm right next to it. Car door is ajar. You understand me? Somebody's around this bad boy. We having a loud conversation, and I'm with the security guard, and he dropped that ticket on me. So no lie, I went out searching. You know what I'm saying? I went out searching, like searching. And it wasn't like on some gang bang stuff. I just wanted to have a man-to-man conversation on how things I feel like should be operated. Your first move shouldn't be giving out a ticket, player. I was right there in the mix. You know what I'm saying? What's the beef right now? What's the beef? What did I do to you? Do I know you? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. But maybe I should have been more aware about what's going on. But he was real smooth with it, pleb. He was real smooth with it and dropped that ticket off and strolled right past us, pleb, when I was right next to the car that he just ticketed. And I was like, player, is this how we doing it now? Boys don't even chit chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, boys don't even give out the common courtesy. Like, yo, I'm not really trying to give out these tickets, player. I'm not trying to do nobody like that. Hey, I see you right next to this car. Is this yours? Ask the question. You feel like I'm right next to it talking, you know? And he didn't do none of that. You know, dropped that ticket off, met his quota, and let bygones be bygones. That's his lifestyle. You feel me? And like, no knock to him and his job. I understand the game plan, but player, we human beings, player. I wasn't like, I'm not being what they call it. It's not a criminal act to be next to your car talking to someone, and there's plenty of parking spaces out here in these streets. So I'm not, it's not like people was waiting on me to move. You feel me? Like he just dropped that ticket off, so I feel like he had to meet his quota. But I'm want to give out the information that I don't care if you masked up, all that extra junk and all, you know, all, I don't care about none of that. You feel me? You can have a human conversation and there ain't gonna be no sickness no issues in that. You feel me? Because our goal is to, I mean, they already trying to create friction out here in these streets with whatever they spewing in the mass media. But we gotta be good. You feel me? Just because they giving out storylines on how things is chaotic, we gotta be right. So I had to step back and look up what happening right here. And you know, I heard there's a full moon. You know what I'm saying? Word on the street, full moons get a little wild out there in the streets. Folk get acting a little different. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that. I don't know. You know, but definitely not gonna be paying that ticket though. No doubt. I'm gonna do a nice little soliloquy. I went to the talk to the guys about this wonderful ticket. That's a receipt actually, guys. But yeah, about this wonderful ticket here. And so, you know, it's $25. And if I don't pay it in 30 days, it's gonna be $50, you know. You know, to a lot of people it's probably a mere bag of shells. You feel me? Like my boy Stephen A. Smith say or whatever. You feel me? But I'm like, but why though? You know what I'm saying? It was avoidable. I had to be a part of that. You didn't have to be a part of that. It could have been smooth sailing. But now I gotta write this little old soliloquy storyline or whatnot, trying to get this thing taken care of because he wanted to act the fool and do a ticket right right when the dude was right there by the vehicle with the car door jar talking to the security. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about that. Am I tripping? I feel like there got to be some type of human aspect. Like, yo, this you? Hey, man, can you please move your car, man? I think it's been over 2 hours. Can you just move it back a little bit? I very much appreciate it. I'm just trying to get this extra cash or whatnot. That's just make my job a lot easier if you do so. Play, I got utmost respect for that life. Utmost. I understand. I felt like it was done improper. It was done improper. Let me see what I got out here in these streets. What's up with it, Priscilla? Appreciate your presence on this line. Mega, what's going down? Nate Scott, what's good with y'all? Appreciate y'all. They'll do it to you. Facts. You should contest. I'm definitely contesting the ticket. Uh, I feel like if this ticket, if I'm not able to get my money back for this ticket, there's no way possible people get money back, or not money back, or no one's getting their ticket. We call it taken away. If I'm not able to do it, I'm right there in the scene. You talking to the security guard and got the ticket. He know that he saw me. He know exactly who that car is. He know that he passed me up. We was having a loud conversation. He did not have no music on his ears. He had the door jar in that bad boy. Somebody's around this bad boy. You feel me? And there's nothing wrong with human conversation, blood. That's why we having these nomadic convos, blood. So I can spread that information. Like, let's not lose track of human conversation out here and be out here roboting so we can make our quota of tickets given. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their issues or whatnot, blood, but I don't feel like you should pass your issues on me. Blood, let's make amends. Let's make this world a beautiful place by doing things and helping each other out in a time of need. Don't be throwing $25 tickets at my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be doing that to your boy. That's crazy. Definitely gonna be contesting that. Either way, was in a bad mood, or he tried to talk people in the past, but they probably were rude. Man, respect to the game, yo. Respect to the game. I'm a different breed, though. We can have full-on conversation, and I understand his JOB completely. But I mean, doing it like that, folk folk really gonna dislike you. You know what I'm saying? Doing it in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, blood. Especially I'm from right next to the car. It was nothing to it but to do it. Slide real quick back 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And I was moving. I was getting ready to roll out. But then I saw my boy, and then I saw him, and we had a conversation. Lost track of the time. But like I said, I wasn't there chit-chatting for about an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like, I think 15 minutes over the time when he dropped the ticket on me when I was right next to it. So I thought it was an odd storyline. Just the idea of someone giving out tickets right next to the person that can move the vehicle and fix the situation. That boy said, "Nah, I gotta get 10 today. You said I gotta give out 10 tickets and I'm focused. Keep my shades on, strolling. Boy's gonna get this ticket out here." And yeah, you can't be out here being the devil out here raining on folk with money issues, trying to take money away from folk. Play, that's $25. That's gasoline right there. Play, I'ma need that. And that $25 right now, that's a squirt right now. You feel me? That's a squirt. So that like you giving out and taking away $25 in your boy's lifestyle is pretty wild. Especially when he's there. I just had to voice the opinion, yo. Just got to. Let's see. The boy was set tripping. No doubt about that. He was about that life for facts. He was about that life. But I also want to give a shout out to a guy hit me up named Boy Mega Venture, right? And another storyline that happened in the streets where he hit me up and he had some questions about how do I, you know, I hate to use. I'm not a fan of the color coded world. I'm not. I'm not. I want to put it out there. But he had like racism issues going on where he was at, and he's trying to see how do I deal with that. And I gave him the spiel. It's about reflection. It's about working on you and not reacting in a way where it can be drama in the future or drama presently. You want the greatest like relaxed situation as possible. So when you see that and it's confronted with you, you be at ease, be noble about the situation because you don't know their background, you don't know what they've been reading, you don't know what's going on. You just know that this person's coming at you for no reason. And all you can do is react amicably, in the best way possible because you're higher than that. You're not on that plane. Um, so I gave him that spiel, but then your boy had to get tested one time. I'm talking about the day of me commenting and giving him that information back. You got nothing but love for him, respect. He was like, yeah, appreciate you and all that good stuff. So I'll probably give him a shout out and let him know that I hit him up, talk to him about the situation on this live. But I'm talking about right after. I'm literally going my usual route. I hollered at my girl Tree, right? And she Tree is the person that was on my last video. She out there in the woods or whatnot, but she got her own crib or whatnot. So I'm coming through. I'm parked my vehicle away from the crib and go through this little alley, right where a few houses are there. Tell me why, man. This lady was jumpy. You know what I'm saying? Like, lady was jumpy. I could tell, but usually when I walk past, I say, what's up to everybody? I come in peace type of vibe. I'm talking about it's a little baby piece of the land just to get to her crib. Baby piece with 4 different townhouses right there, a little sidewalk, and I'm sliding through quietly. If someone's walked by, I say, hey, how you doing? With a smile, like nothing but love. You want to have a conversation, we can do it. This young lady, when I seen her, she was like rumbling through things, I guess waiting on me to come up closer to her. And I could tell there was something going on with the life, right? So as I passed by, I'm looking at her, I'm about to give her the smile and the wave and the hey, how you doing today? Once I dropped that, hey, how you doing? She was like, this ain't no walkway, this private property. And I was like, what? You feel me? Like, Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like respect to the. There's another way you can come about it. I was like, and I'm not trying to pinpoint you. That's how you. I'm not. Don't think I'm trying to point you out, whatnot, or anything like that. So I like I don't care about none of that. Plug. I bust out and say, yo, my name Drew. How you doing? You feel me? Like, what's what's going on, player? Why you gang banging right now off this little property that I'm just walking past real quick to go to someone's crib? You know, um, off the top, she had that friction off the top. So of course I'm gonna look at it like, okay, yeah, you pinpointing me, blood, cause like you could have done that in a whole different fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry to bother you. What's your name? Yeah, yeah, I seen you come here and come around a lot. You know what I'm saying? No big deal, but I this is private area right here. And I don't think we're trying to have too many people coming through there. We're not trying to have. I'm be like, okay, respect. I'll switch it up. Don't be coming off the top like, yo, I'm a issue. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying, on some gang stuff for me walking, kinfolk. And she not even like, I know she ain't the head. She ain't got not $1. She giving the dollar to that property, kinfolk. She is not gaining not one piece of red cent for that property at all. And she the guy, the person that's paying rent at that location, yo. And she giving out that information and doing me like that. And then there was another lady that came out right alongside with her, you know what I'm saying, looking at the scene. And when I told her and bust out and told her, like, yeah, yeah, hey, my name is Drew. What's your name? She said her name or whatnot. I think a funny thing is, I think her name is Kathleen or Catherine. You know what I'm saying? Real close to the Karen lifestyle. But yeah, another lady. I thought she gonna have my back. I was like, you know what I'm saying? You know what's going on over here? And she looked at like, yeah, we need your ass to, not to be coming through this area. It's a wrap, yo. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like folk ain't got no type of conversation in them. And it's a very antsy or vibe of wanting to get folk for some reason. For From what I've been seeing out there in the streets, it's crazy. So I had to, of course, move amicably in that situation and not take it to heart. But I'm giving out the information that your boy go through some things as well, where I'm not gonna call it racism. I'm not gonna call it that, but I do believe it's a fumbling of human conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know how to connect in a way proper. I think we lost that maybe because some people been stuck in the crib all day. Folk walking the mask, they probably lost they feeling of diction, how to approach people out here all of a sudden, And I think the fact that the school systems are doing what they doing, and the separation, they still have, mask hysteria in a way. I feel like it's really creating a friction of the people and how to treat one another, and so these are just the thoughts. You feel me? Everybody got their own route. Everybody got their own thought process of what happened in their life or whatnot. But these are just thoughts that I'm putting out there for y'all and what I went through in my brain. Because of course, I settled that with ease. I relaxed the situation. I moved on. There's no reason to keep conversation going with someone that was trying to, want a reaction out of me. I didn't give her that. I didn't give her that pleasure. I just asked her, told her like, yo, my name is Drew. Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're trying to do. Respect. I'll holler at you later. There's no more reason to talk. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a little small piece of land that I'm walking. It's a sidewalk there. You know what I'm saying? That I'm walking through and just going to the location I'm going to. And yeah, it was an issue. It was an issue. It was so big of an issue that Tree said someone called her up and later on that day or the next day and saying, yeah, you got to keep your patrons away from that area or whatnot. And she said the person that called us, she said she ain't never heard of that. Like, nah, she ain't never had nobody complain like that. But it get like that. It get like that. And just to keep it 100, in the color coded world situation, she is the only person of color out there in the streets in that area. So, me randomly coming in, on a like consistent, you know what I'm saying? Like I say every other day I'm coming through and saying what's up. Yeah. Something happened there that wasn't feeling that vibe, and so I'm not gonna I can't trip on that. I'm not gonna trip too hard, but I'm just giving out the information about the communication, yo. We are all out here living this life right now and seeing what's the imagery that's being put out there. And we all working on ourselves, blood. But it ain't gonna help out if you just want to lash out on folk, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever happened in your life, you will gonna take it out on other folk for walking down the street, walking down your little area, yo. They don't say nothing about private, none of that. She just wanted to wild out. She just wanted to wild out for your boy, and I had to respect it. And of course, there's always that hint of feeling like, man, fuck her grass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like this. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm just walking. You know what I'm saying? Like you telling me I can't walk? Like on some like on some switch or whites and black only fountains looking ass, or I mean, I had a person that's living in the area. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to go visit. That's crazy, yo. How it went down. But I'm letting you know that it still come at me. It's like it's things gonna happen. It's like it's all about the reaction. And so of course, like I said, I have that feeling to fuck her grass. But I played the part, and I haven't gone back to that side or whatnot. She probably, who knows how she is. She probably like she accomplished a world feat of keeping the sidewalk clean. Like that was her goal in life. Now she can pass on, maybe. I don't know, but she was dead set on me not seeing me ever again go across that little area at all. So I gotta respect it because that's the game plan. I don't have the land or whatnot. I think people run they shit, feel like they own land out here and they want it a certain way. Certain type of people walking through there, only patrons is a private spot. Like I said, the human aspect is lost, yo. The human aspect of conversing with people and letting, saying like we all in this life together is lost in those two storylines. It's lost completely. And I'm pushing and letting y'all know we the people, player. We the people. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us, blood. This all this extra junk that's thrown in us talking about fucking uh uh they got the information about the COVID and they got the monkeypox situation. They got what else they got? They got all these different things that they trying to tell y'all and tell y'all that things are happening. The cow situation where fucking hundreds of cows just all of a sudden died. Talk about heat stroke and this player. Nature is wild though. I ain't gonna hold you. Nature is a wild world for real, for real. But uh I don't think it's out there killing cows like that in the bundles. That's a little fishy. Shit to say on my end on that blood. But it's good for television. It's good for television. You start to get nervous, like, oh my goodness, if 100 cows out there dying in the heat, I gotta stay inside. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe. I gotta stay inside, put my strap up the mid on my face. It's danger. And I'm out here licking dirt. It's a wild world, blood. That's why I named the title Wild World. Let's see. Um where you at? Where's a location recently when the police told you that you couldn't sleep there at the location recently? No. No, I wasn't at that location at all. That's not the location I was at. Church. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Uh, it be like that. Yeah. It's a wild world, and I know y'all have in y'all own personal journeys. Things happening to y'all, and as a noble, You know what I'm saying? As a noble nomad or as a noble human being, we got to recognize other people's going through different things out there. And so your reaction got to be a relaxed reaction, depending on the situation. You know, there might be some times where you feel like you want to. It needs that on some self defense stuff, of course. I understand that completely. Where things need to be shut down completely. Um, but in that situation, I felt like there was no reason to combat her. That's what she wanted. She wanted me to get crunk, and everything like that. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all, for real. Like, um, in this area, there's a lot of BLM signs, right? And I told y'all a while back ago, that's really not my movement, man. I think that's other folks' movement. You feel that's not even like the black quote unquote whatever that is. The people that they considered black or whatnot, which is probably most likely native. We the only one in this world that got African American, 2 continents or whatnot. That don't make no sense. And then they threw the word black out there in the streets for us. I think that whole thing is for other folk, man. You know, it's not for us or whatnot. And I personally believe I would have no problems going around in these neighborhoods and scooping them Black Lives Matter signs up. Cause it's I feel like it's creating friction. That same girl that's doing me like that, she probably got a Black Lives Matter uh board banner up, you know what I'm saying, on her front wall or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what's happening right now, yo? What's happening? I feel like the places with all the Black Lives Matter signage is the places where things like that, those 2 stories will come up even more so. The ones that are free, uh, I'll keep it all the way. I mean, even like in the country, I don't think they even come out like that. You feel me? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's some things that happened to me recently. Recently, this week. Let's see. I'll get some more questions going. Yeah, Karen. Her name Kathleen or Catherine or something like that. But she was in my life for a reason. I needed to learn in that lifestyle. Yeah, appreciate your presence on this line, cool guy. From RVA. I see you, Lola's Lemons. Let's see. You may not believe in race, but they do. That's it. That's it. I practice myself to not just completely say you this, that, and the third, as far as a visual. You know what I'm saying? Because of some type of a hue that you have. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? What you've been through, your past or whatnot, and how did it make you your greatest version right now? And that's where it's at on my conversation, and that's how I come at people. But still, people have that friction. Oh, you not a part of this squad. I think the whole idea of, they said only we need 30. I think they said like we need 30 to 40% of people to be wearing masks out there. You know what I'm saying, to save the community. And so people out here, they rocking it to the highest point right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they feel like they doing good for the community. So I gotta respect that. But me personally, I got a strong case of what the fuck. That's what it's always been about. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's always been about, like, there's no reason to be covered up your holes like that. You know what I'm saying? Your breathing holes. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do Wim Hof with a mask on? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna get the full prana, and it gets into that damn lung? You feel me? It has regurgitates and spread. How you gonna have that hoe with the mask on, player? You know what I'm saying? That's life source. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna block that in with bacteria and extra snot that you involved in, you know what I'm saying? Because of that hot mess that you in, giving back and thinking you helping the community? Player, get off the boo-boo. You understand me? Get off the boo-boo. But that's how people operate. All I can do is all we can do is be an observer to that nonsense. We ain't gotta join in on it. They try to get us to join in on it as a group and saying like, oh yeah, this is for the people. You know what I'm saying? Don't you be on that bullshit, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel on that, yo. That's nothing but that bullshit. And that's the life we out here living though. That's the life we out here living. And I gotta respect that. And move amicably in that situation. Uh Another storyline. This is the doozy though. This is the doozy where it's almost like witchcraft in a way. Happened this week. And so here we go. I'm at Lithia Park. I usually go all the way up the hill, right? Relaxation at its finest up there. Not too many people up there. I get to, y'all seen a lot of videos of me in that little creek area with like grass and ferns all over. That's Lithia Park's finest right there in Ashland, right? And I be chilling. And I usually go to a certain spot and relax. I take my smoke break, relax, put my feet in the water, and just settle in. Tell me why I see a young lady with a dog. The dog came in and stopped me. She didn't know how to control the dog. You feel me? But I wasn't nervy. I seen dogs before. I don't have that type of fear. I'm coming in. He running the dog. Dog really want to play. I was like, all right, dude, what's good? Hey, what's going down? She couldn't control it. She's like, can you grab the collar? I'm taking care of her dog. You feel me? She comes up. We having small talk or whatnot while we trying to get the dog taken care of. So we had to settle down. I grabbed the dog's collar so she can go ahead and put the leash on. And I be on my merry way. I gave her the pound. Bow. I'll see you later. I'm heading out, And she gave me the eyeballs like I know you from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And so I was just like, respect, and moved on. Now, I'm chilling with my homie Tree. I'm chilling with my homie Tree out here, right? But like, I'm not with her. Tree do her own thing. You feel me? She carless right now, and all I can do is help out. You feel? And so she likes to be in nature. I let her roam free while I do my thing. You understand? Because I got respect. I understand that car situation and being out stuck. I want to give a helping hand when I can because I know about car situations and being without a car. So respect to her, and we working it out. I'm helping it out as much as I can because I respect her and her. She a little wild. She a little wild out there in the streets, but like nothing but respect. We're still humans, and I can learn something from her just like she can learn something from me. So she bust out. Left. I'm over there chilling at my little location, smoking it up. The girl that I met just now with the dog, I'm gonna give her her name, Brenda. Let's go with Brenda. Her name Brenda. Brenda went over there and started to holler at Tree. You know what I'm saying? Full on conversation. Away from the area I was at. I'm rolling to the spot. I stayed there for about 30 minutes. Came back and I see them over there talking, and the Tree looked like she was ready to move around from the conversation, most definitely. But she was giving out stories to Tree as I was coming up. Oh my goodness, I was just letting you know. I was so nervous about you going over there into the woods. I was so nervous about you going over there and you don't know what's out there. You feel me? You don't know what's out. It's like, I've been in these woods for a good minute, blood. This is my location. This is I set camp out here, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you talking about? And she said, no, I'm telling you, I don't think you should be going over there. I seen you in a dream. I seen you in my dream. I seen your shoes, and I seen your face before. And I have to give you this information. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, player, I'm about to go check these woods out, player. You're not going to take me away from the woods. Then she started talking about, she lives in the van as well, right? She started talking about how she saw things. She's seen things out here. She's seen wildcats, five wildcats come in. She's seen people be taken away out here in these streets and disappear. You know what I'm saying? All through these Lithia Parks or whatnot. Spiritual warfare out here is what she was giving me. And I'm like, man, this is what this is where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my conversation that I'm having, and I'm trying to not, you know, get irritated. I mean, I respect the idea she feel like there's spiritual warfare out here and everything like that. And I'm not gonna knock that. You feel me? There's some strange things going on out here. It's a wild world. So I'm not gonna knock and say what she said is not valid. You feel? But don't come at me in my regular location and trying to tell me how I need to move. She said I can go to any other location, but don't go down that way. And I was like, is that your spot? Cause she was over there. You know what I'm saying? She was over there for a second or two, right? And so, I mean, just putting the way she went about it was a fear factor type vibe and getting me to get off something that I've been doing for the longest, trying to get me to look at what I'm doing as a fear, like I should look around and know that something's coming to get me or whatnot. That's what she was trying to give and put in my life. She said I should never go out there alone. You should always get in that area. Never go in there alone. You go in there with somebody or whatnot. And I don't be out here doing it late night. There's people out and about. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, smoking it up. This is the vibe that people are on right now. And all you can do is just be like an observer in that situation. Now, I could take that to heart and never go back there again. It could be a vibe. But that's not the no can fan way. You know what I'm saying? That's not a no can lifestyle at all. I'm gonna go do my thing because if I feel like going to Lithia Park, I'm gonna go to my location and dive my feet in nature. I'm not gonna be nervy about things because like you can have fear about going into a park because you feel like bears gonna be around. You know, bears. You know, it can freak you. It can be around, but you don't have to live in that vibration. You know what I'm saying? To say, okay, there's gonna be a bear. I'm gonna see a bear. If you have those type of thoughts that something's gonna come and get you, then most likely someone's gonna come and get you. You know, and that's the vibe. And she was trying to give out the vibe of putting that fear on me, her fear, even though she's out here doing the same thing I'm doing. It don't make no sense. And so she used her like I guess psychic ability in saying that, and I think she's doing it improper. You feel me? Like people can have psychic abilities. I'm not gonna knock that, you know. But as far as putting that on there without no rhyme or reason, just because I feel like that's more of a media based approach to how I'm living. You understand? And I feel like she ain't give out no information about her why. She just said just because. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's some storylines out there being had out here, Flood. And all I can do is be an observer and understand the power within me, cause she not understanding the power within her, and she's slapping me like I ain't gone through some shit or whatnot. It's weird. I feel like she said she's 60 years old or whatnot, and so she's been through some things or what, but that's all things that she attracted. That ain't what I attract. You feel me? That's her thought process in life or whatnot. But she was giving out that information, plug. I'm just I'm just giving out the storylines, blood, and I'll be observing, and I'll make a few jokes out the most. That's gonna be what it is. But it's a wild world out there, blood. It's a wild world. Um, everywhere. My question is why? Who made you life pleased? Hey, hey, yo, people got their jobs. I'm not gonna knock their jobs, and they try to do it as best way they can. But I feel like uh, there's a way of going about doing it where you can, it could be a little bit more settler. You know what I'm saying? Why our goal should not be trying to give out tickets out there for the people. Our goal is just to make sure everything's moving along amicably as far as like the car situation. If there's people want to park somewhere and there's not enough parking spots, that's why the 2 hour thing is there. But there's plenty of parking spots, and I was right next to my vehicle. There was no reason for that type of action. So I'm definitely gonna be I got a soliloquy, baby. I'm gonna get back into my college mode. You know what I'm saying? I always be looking up new words to bring in. You know what I'm saying? They have to look up in the dictionary. You know, be like, what do you say on that? You know what I'm saying? Try to understand it. But it's gonna be poetic. I'm gonna put it together for sure. Let's see. And yeah, people act scared and protective over land they don't even own. It's wild. It's wild. And like, who knows? Like, I remember there was some people gardening. Tree is a gardening phenom. That's what she do. She about that life. And we had small talk. Tree don't ever talk to nobody out there in the streets though. She try to keep it low key because everybody's energy off. You know, that's how she feel or whatnot. So she keep to herself. But there'll be so many people to me say what's up or want to say what's up or are interested or whatnot. And so I literally give out that conversation. And you know, sometimes I can be a little too nice, you know, and keep the conversation going because I do feel like people want and is in the urge for communication. When they feel that person is right for the communication, and I feel like a lot of people come to me like that, and they might be coming to you as well. But then there are people like not even about the conversation, and they just almost robotic in a way. Um, or they inhaling, ingesting things, and they trying to put it on my world. You feel me? And I'm just giving out the information, like the human aspect of putting fear out there, or giving out tickets, or telling someone they can't walk down a sidewalk because it's private or whatnot. It's crazy. It's a wild world. So are you what they call it? So are you going to take a different route? I had to. I had to. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel like there was no reason to have that type of bickering over a plot of land like that. There's other ways to go around, no doubt about that. I just felt like the way of her going about doing it. Her name's Kathleen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The way of going about doing it was wrong. I feel like there's no reason for that type of action. Yeah, you know. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, but number love for those people because I needed that I guess lesson and seeing where people at are, seeing my reflection of what's going on maybe with me, you know, and that's when I you know, I'm always checking on. I check me first before I check anybody else. And that's just the way I move, you know, and because my goal is never to hurt. I'm not trying to be out here hurting folk and talking noise. I can talk noise about you and make it into a joke where you feel it's a cool joke or whatnot. I'm pretty good at that, no doubt about that. But I'm giving out the information that you know it might not be quite the move, and then you can better understand it. Where it's not like friction, where like I'm, you know, I'm better than you type vibe. I'm not. I never try to go like this, and I feel like people was coming at me with that vibe. Well, Kathleen, the one and only. Like I said, she was rumbling through her stuff. Like she went back and forth in the car, waiting on this opportunity, and she did it. And yeah, I went a different route. There's no reason to keep that going. That's noble. That's straight noble, for real, not to be a part of that. If that's the situation, you could be petty and be like, I walk wherever I want to. I look at it where I want to buy that property. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like, let me get this whole union right here and treat this whole thing completely different. And I might boost her rent rate up to about 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to get, that's the petty I'm about. You know what I'm saying? You win now. You got the battle. But this war though, I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at the situation. Cause she was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Out of pocket all day, 24/7. So that was in my mind. I was like, man, how much? I went there to look and see how much the property costs. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, maybe that be my first location. You know what I'm saying? I might bulldoze all them townhouses and put a garden up. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And have every one of those van life people come through. And that be the chilling gardening spot. You know what I'm saying? If you get and I don't And I want them to be nasty than a motherfucker too. I don't want them clean. I want I want them to be nasty because payback's a motherfucker. You feel me? That's my thought process. But these are just thoughts that came through. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen for real. I'm trying to put it together. But that's how I wanted to get back at it because I feel like that's checkmate. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of the spot. I'll bulldozer your little location and call it mine. And say everybody but Kathleen can walk through this. You feel me? That's where I'm at on the location, yo. Hell no, blood. That's the route. She said, yeah, she was sitting there waiting on me. She been watching me for a minute, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm watchable. You know what I'm saying? I'm watchable. I'll be out here stroming, and there's eyeballs. They ain't never like they ain't never seen nobody out here. It is what it is. Like when people's gonna stare. You know what I'm saying? If you I know a lot of people like to talk about chosen ones and all that good stuff. I'm not really into put myself over anybody. I believe we all have the capabilities and the power to be a light. You understand me? We just gotta tap it. And so anybody that's watching me, I feel like they lights tapped. You know what I'm saying? They gone through some things, and they want to be influenced in a way where they know that they powerful beyond measure. They live a no can lifestyle, and if you have that thought and capability in your thought process, then you walk a little different or whatnot. You don't walk with the idea that something's out here to kill me or hurt me, or it's a danger out here in these streets. Nah, I don't have that vibe. And so when I walk, I have the utmost confidence when I have a conversation with people. They probably catch them off guard because I am a weed smoker, and for some reason they think I maybe weed smokers out here are fucking dumb or lost in life. Player, it's a wild world though. But I will say she consumed different, and it showcases in her world, and she put me in a box and saying that big burly black man is walking through my area, like this ain't no public sidewalk, and so she had to come at me, and she came at me strong. She really wanted the friction. She really wanted the friction. That's why she called up people and saying nobody can come through. She Most likely she probably rubbing herself down one time thinking about me, pleb. I'm gonna be honest with you. Same folk that's acting like that, same like off the jump. Same folk that probably be in bed with you one time. You know what I'm saying? Like just different days. You know what I'm saying? Like it was her Tuesday. She was feeling like being a douchebag, and then on Thursday she like open leg policy. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how motherfuckers be wilding out here in these streets, pleb. But it is what it is. Like I said, let's see what y'all got to say, y'all. When you see in the street, you know, that's how. Yeah, I mean, if I see in the streets, I probably would say what's up, cause she got to understand that I don't know who she thought this was, but I'm bigger than what she talking about. Go back with the lawnmower. Ooh, cutting grass. That could be a move. That could be a move. I respect that. Come around, look and walk it all through there. But like I said, I'd rather buy up the land. That's big. That's major. That's major move right there. She got to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what? I might keep her over there now that I think about it. I might keep her over there. I don't want to raise her rent. I might lower the rent and let her know. I put signs up and say, "Yo, this public. Anybody come through. Let the deers come through." I see deers walking through there all day. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't talk to the deers. Like, yo, guys, nah, we don't have deers come through here. Nah, they cute. You know what I'm saying? That's cute to come through the sidewalk. But me, danger, danger. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even nighttime. It wasn't even nighttime. It was full on day, and I'm just walking through the sidewalk. I'm talking about how many yards is on the sidewalk? Maybe 50 yards, yo. Just rolling through, cutting through the scene. So now I gotta go around. I gotta park on another side and go around, or I park. That's her park spot. My car is a little big. I don't want to be parking in a small little lot like that. It's a bit much, and so I street park. And so, I street park and go to the side and walk through, respected her, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was a lack of respect on my end, you know what I'm saying? Because she felt like she running shit out there in the streets. But that's life, though. That's life. That's her manifestation. Some people are lost because, or will they wake up eventually? Good question. Let me see who said that. Manifest Destiny. Appreciate that question, yo. So my thoughts on that is, there's gonna be some people that's not gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? It might be a family member, might be somebody that you know closely. Uh, they believe whatever's on the television. They believe nothing's going on. They believe whatever that's on there is facts. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep going into it because, you know, that's what they know. They just don't believe it's corruption like that going on. Or they don't see the awakening process of we all one and we live in this world and we need to go back into the nature and live that. And it's material things, we get caught up into it and so deep into it that it's almost like we lost ourselves. You feel? And so some people just not gonna be a part of it. And that's their prerogative. And they can live life abundantly through that process. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's a crumbling process, almost like the fate of Rome in a way. Uh, but it is what it is, and it's no knock to them. That's where they at. I believe in reincarnation. I believe we here having a human experience, and some people tap into some things like, okay, I've gone through this before. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something I need to learn because it felt like they had something in their past life that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people, I don't know if y'all know about they talk about reincarnations on shows before. Like it was a full on show where a little boy, he was white or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He about 4 or 5 years old, talking about his experience in the fire. And how he had to jump out of there or whatnot, and that's how he died or whatnot. It was a big fire, and he jumped out of a building, and they was like, "What are you talking about? Like, how you know all this, right?" Come to find out, he's giving out specific information about how a black woman died in a fire, jumping out. Told the exact date and everything like that. Like he was her. You know what I'm saying? Like this is conversations that's being told. Um, and this is a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like why would he lie? And then all of a sudden put this information out there. He ain't reading books like that. He don't know her. You know what I mean? He knew her because he was her. You know what I'm saying? And then come back and telling the story. It's countless of stories like that. Every now and then I like to look up people go white light, you know what I'm saying, when they die and then they come back again, you know what I'm saying? Like they see their white light and then they understand and they come back with so much more love. Cause this is what it's all about. The love frequency that changes everything. It's a beautiful thing, yo. So yeah, as far as that question is concerned, some people it's not their time. It's not their time to crossover or it's stages in life, and everybody going through their stages, and it's all part of the dance in life, you know. Great question, yo. Great question. Keep them suckers coming like that, blood. I want to get deep. Uh, we have baby chickens and ducks hatching all over the place. Hey, that's a winning situation, from I see you, baby. Girl, get them eggs, yo. That's a nice move. I definitely, when I see people with their chickens and they got their eggs and whatnot, that's a hell of a move as far as like having a source of protein or meat or whatnot. If you into the meat life, uh, always available and ready. They just feeding them. It's a way better situation. And the dog give out the love or whatnot for sure. The cats, the cats is zen. I love how cats operate, yo. I'm a big fan of cats and how they zen like all the time. You just gotta feed them one time. They self sufficient pretty much. You just gotta feed them every now and then. And every now and then we gonna play around. That's the vibe. But chickens, they just be roaming around. They just want to pluck on things. They gonna eat the little seeds or whatnot, whatever you give them, and then they hatching eggs, blood. They just chilling, and that's a food source for you. That's a winning situation, friend. I got to respect it all day. Let's see. Be cautious of extreme stalkers. I can see that. I can see there's extreme stalking out there in the streets. Want to know who you are. I don't really think about that type of stuff, but good information. There's energy vampires who refuse to move on. Coming in the house. I want to make your day horrible. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe. I can see that. Respect to that information, yo. Life change 247. Appreciate your presence. Uh, Cautious and living in fear. Yeah, 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 yeah. Full on the last young lady that was telling me not to go into a certain part of the woods, like on some fairy tale storyline, you get scooped up type of vibe. I'm not really a fan of that. You know, and people gonna have that type of operation trying to put their fears on you. And you could be walking like you covered in the blood. And they still try to, trying to they probably see something that might they see something in you that might change the world, and they using it their best ability to cancel that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it might be a thing, no doubt. I don't feel like me going into that little area right there to meditate should be an issue. And she said that make sure you bring tree around. I'm like, what tree gonna do? You feel me? Like she might get scooped up too. Like what are we talking about right now, player? Like what why are you throwing this fear all up on me? Tree at the time she rolled out. She wasn't feeling her energy at all. She gave it was so funny because Tree has no what they call it recollection of how to operate with people. I feel like not saying that she been in the mask game because she didn't touch that at all, but it's just the idea she ain't got time. If she catches the energy that she ain't feeling, she cut it off. And so like when she was talking to her, she like could you please give me time to go to water to honor Mother Earth. I need that time. And she walked off and left me. And I was like, what? I should have bust out and said, let me talk to Mother Earth first. I don't I don't need this in my life. I'm about to go honor water. That's how she came out. I was like, shit, I need to honor water too in this situation because she talking out the side of her neck right now. She was telling me about experience that she had when she was a little child and how she three skinny dudes came into her school randomly. Didn't show no parents, didn't have no no history it seems. It just came out randomly. She said she was right next to these people, or two of them, sitting down in the classroom, and she can hear them screeching. Like they wouldn't. It didn't look like they were screeching, but they were like a loud screech right next. These are conversations she's throwing at me, and we ain't even like introduce each other to each other at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like she giving me out this spiel right after she gave out the information about never going over there. And she said she heard this screech, and they was literally like screaming in this classroom. She felt like she was the only one that heard it, but one of her neighbors heard it as well. Another girl heard this screech, and she didn't want to talk about it. Next thing you know, those three little skinny dudes all of a sudden left the school. Didn't see him no more. And one of the teachers said, yes, that's so and so high school where three students that no one knew about all of a sudden disappeared, and then you don't haven't seen them again. I was like this is the storylines. You feel me that I'm being thrown at. And that's what I guess that's what she wanted, that type of background. She gave me that information to let her know she was legit or whatnot. But that could be a storyline like Harry Potter. You feel me? Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's your world, Playboy. That's what happened to you. That's what you needed, I guess, or whatnot. But don't be putting it on me and creating this the fear factor lifestyle that you creating. It's a wild world, player. It's a wild world. You know. Let's see. Yeah, it's causing more tension for sure. No reason to be. I mean, it's tension. They throw tension out there all day, 24/7 on the mask, yo. I call the mask, the media, whatever they want you to promote, or whatever they want to put out there to create that fear. That's there's no need for that. it's good things happening out here in these streets, you know. And I'm a firm believer in talk about the good things. Now, today I'm talking about some things that happened to me and how I reacted to it, and how people are going through some things or whatnot. And as a reflection, people gonna be people, but it's all about how you come at it, what you learn from that situation. And I feel like both every last one of those storylines they learned, or definitely the dude, the cop. Oh, he gonna be learning. He gonna be learning that you're gonna have this conversation with your boy. I'm gonna see him again out there in the streets. It's a small town. I'm gonna see him again, and I'm not gonna pay that ticket. And we're gonna have a full out conversation, and it's gonna be friendly too. Actually, it's gonna be friendly. It's not gonna be no you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna actually laugh at the fact that, oh, you put a ticket on me right next to me in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like that is bold and robotic. You feel me? Bold and robotic is the word. Let's say, oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I appreciate your presence for sure. I'm glad to update you. Let's see what's going down. HDJ SA 52. Um, let's see. No covering up your hoes. It's they want you to cover up your hoes, blood. I ain't never breathed out my wrist. I ain't never breathed off my wrist. I ain't never breathed off my toes. This is where I get the life energy. They say cover it up for the sake of humanity. I think it's time to smoke, yo. It might be that time. Let's see. She dreamed you. Okay, that's the part of the combo where I would have dipped. Respect. Respect on that, no doubt. I think I made a joke. When she said she dreamed about me or whatnot, I was like, yeah, how I was looking, yo. Was I fucked up? Like how, yeah, was I cleaned up? That I took a shower on that day? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know. I was just talking shit because I wasn't tripping. If you feel like you seen me before in a dream, it could be life. It can be strange like that. And if you feel like you saw me, respect to the game. It could be a move to have a conversation, easy. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the dipping process. Like, I ain't got time for it. But I found it intriguing. You felt like you saw me? For real? Okay. Okay, tell me more. And she told me more, and I was like, oh, this girl right here got the fear factor game on lock. Um, uh, for even a minute. So that's the nice guy in me, where I do believe that you come across people for a learn, especially if they open the chit chat like that. She was rambling, like story after story. And I ain't gonna hold you. She caught me at a good time because I'm high. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like this, like, whoa, this is some good ass storylines. I just told you a storyline of hers, and she didn't think I was like really dissecting that whole. I'm like writing it down. It's in the back of the mind. You feel me? Like, for real, for real. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use that one, Kinfolk. Appreciate you. You know? And so yeah, I'm not a person that be like, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for that type of lifestyle, especially if she says she saw you in a dream. She just want to have a conversation. But I do respect the idea that saying I'm about to go to water. In the midst of that, I think that might be my next move. Let me honor water real quick. I appreciate your conversation. I'm about to go honor water, like my homegirl Tree did. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, because she disappeared, and I was in the midst of this by myself in the woods. Yeah, she was in the woods. She telling me her storylines about being in the woods and everything like that, and I'm like, player, but you still out here. You know what I'm saying? You still at the same location. I think she just didn't want me to be a part of the same area she at. Most likely I probably ain't gonna ever see her again. That's probably how it's gonna go. Uh, okay, uh, but no Brenda. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where you going with that, but Brenda, Brenda is wild. Brenda is wild. Oh, PO. Undercover, she could be. She could be whatever she want to be if she wanted. That could be a thing. I don't know. I don't know about that, Lola. Lola Lemon. Lola's Lemon. I like that. Let's see. Oh, did I say Lola? Lala's Lemon. Disrespect became so real on that. I forgot that A is coming in strong. Lala's Lemons. I like it. Now, some type of tricks, no thanks. Mind games, definitely a mind game for sure. What up with you, Quamp? Quamp74. Yeah, man, I'm giving out the storylines, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, nomadic stories is real. Random situations happen. I gave out 3 storylines of some wildness. That happened in my world, and I wanted to share how I moved around from it. And I don't have no ill will. I'm just giving out the information. Really, it's yeah, it's a part of the journey that I'm on, and hopefully this helps you out on your journey. Maybe you've gone through some things, and you remember what how No Can Fan operated. You know what I'm saying? But like, he was on some FaDuKiT shit. My FaDuKiT and me creating my world was, I'm not gonna be joining in on that too much. I'm not gonna ride that wave that you on. I'm gonna ride my wave, and I'm not gonna believe that thought process, and I'm gonna move around amicably. Like that's the move. Uh, yeah, appreciate y'all. Yeah, if y'all can like the video, you know what I'm saying, that helps out your boy. Appreciate you, Andreas. Let's see. To these views. Enjoy the Saturday evening, bro. No doubt, respect, Mega. I like the fact that you say these views, though, because it's a real thing, no doubt about that. That's why I do know the YouTube game is about eyeballs, keeping you entertained, making sure that you are watching, and that's how people getting this cash flow on the YouTube, because they constantly putting things out there, trying to get folks to view and watch their episodes or whatnot. So it's a slippery slope for me, because I'm a big fan of people being out in nature, people talking to each other, and not being on this this board, this internet, all this phone, this device. I want to see people out in nature enjoying themselves. So it is a slippery slope for me. I do my best as I can, putting content out there, but I do understand that people need the interaction with people that they look up to, or find interest in or whatnot. But they also need to be out there in the woods and talking and being with themselves. So I think that's the biggest importance. And so yeah, the fact that you're going out there and seeing them views and visuals, nothing but respect to you. I'm a full believer in that for sure. Karma, yeah. Player, I'm thinking about, man. I like that. I like the buying of that her land. I do like that. I do like that. It makes me feel all warm. It microwaves my heart to say I bought her land up and say, yo, this is now public domain, and anybody can walk through. That's payback. Let's see what's going down, Angela Fleming. Appreciate you and your presence. Let's see. Shaman. What's going down, Andy Beats? Hey, I'm a native friend. Yeah, you a native, most definitely. It's most likely every person that called himself African American is probably native to America. No doubt about that. That's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother subject. But shout out to man, I forgot his name all of a sudden. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm pretty sure y'all know him. If y'all don't, um, definitely look at some of his content. Dang, why his name not coming to me? It starts with a D. Dame Calloway. For the people that's here, Dame Calloway. He talks about uh, the native people being here, and how things were reversed. There's really a migration of people from another country coming over here and doing a takeover, and ain't no big old mass slaves of Africans coming through the water, the most treacherous water of the world, to come over here and set land. These people came in, set land, saw people's already over here, and they had them guns ablazing. And it might be some deals that was going on as well, too. But yeah. I like his content and respect his content. And so if y'all was interested in that and kind of like feel like this African American thing is kind of wild and want to know some more history, maybe he got some information. He got some information. Dame Calloway. I might put his information at the bottom. Let's see. Uh, Let me honor some flowers before we continue this exchange. That's a move. That's a move. What's going down technically, hypothetically show? Respect to you. Hey. Let's see. Um Angela Fleming Drew. Tree's instincts were protecting her because you were going to use her as bait for that large cat coming your way. That's why she walked away. That's respect. I take that. I take that. I should have followed suit on that for sure. For sure. Cause she was in the mix trying to tell me that I'm in the wrong for being in the area and you gonna get scooped up by somebody that she don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's a wild world, no doubt about that. Um to talk about Wendigos. Wendigos. What is that? Barkey, what's going down with you, man? Appreciate your presence. It's no doubt, no doubt. I know it's all love. Yo, I like those type of you can talk about me like that, you know what I'm saying? I would chit chat and talk about you a little bit, but it's all in love though, you know what I'm saying? I make a little few jokes. That's respect. I was gonna like offer her to the cats if push come to shove, player like, yeah. Tree's a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell Tree story and I'm gonna hype it up to the highest degree where people thought, thinking that like she is, you know, said a superstar, you know. So I'm gonna make sure them flowers was gonna be given. You know, I give her flowers right here, right now too. But other people that didn't know her, I'm gonna let them flowers shine. You know what I'm saying? She was there for me in a time where the cast was coming, and she wanted to be a helping body. You feel me? I wouldn't do it like that for real, for real. I think I'd be a little bit more protective, and don't want to see everybody survive, even the cat. Just like let's move around, let's calm down. Everybody's gonna be all right. We ain't gotta kill nobody today. You feel me? Like that's what I'll probably end up doing. But I had to make the joke though. In the middle of the conversation when I'm talking to a crazy person, excuse, I need to go to the water and worship Mother. That's how she came about. Manifest destiny, like was come on, just like seriously, like just cut her off completely. And she was offended a little bit, like, oh, yeah, I need to honor, give me the privilege to honor the water. Water is calling me. It's like if this ain't no, she caught motherfuckers off guard with that move, yo. Caught me off guard. Like, why you being so rude to her? And like, what she do? Now I understand why she was being rude. Cause like she talking out the side of her neck, and she ain't got time for it. And you gotta respect that. You have that conversation. I learned you had that conversation when you feel like this stuff ain't going nowhere or something's a little off. You might want to go ahead and honor that water. Give me this time to honor that water. It's calling me. You know what I'm saying? So respect to that. All right. Anytime y'all have a situation where you're in a situation where you don't want to be there no more, look around you. And it's time. This is my meditation period, man. I need to honor the trees around me. I need to be there in that location. I appreciate your conversation, though. Most definitely. You have a wonderful day. I'm about to honor the trees. You gotta love it. Dan Rand, what's good with you, man? Appreciate the love, yo. Sharing the love up in this mofo. No doubt. No doubt. That's that's tremendous help for your boy, no doubt, for sure, for sure. That's helping me out tremendously through these streets. That's gonna help me out with maybe this ticket that's coming. You know what I'm saying now, but I'm not gonna pay for that ticket. But respect to you, man. Respect to you. Let's see. Super chat life celebration. It's a celebration. Yeah. If we aren't from Africa, do you still think it's worth it to go there one day? Most definitely. It's a grand world, and people in Africa live life a little differently. And the idea of learning from other people's experiences on another continent and how they do it with different rules and different set of circumstances being in Africa. Different plant life, different all kinds of different things. Like I would love to get to know and interested in culture in a way, or how other people live. It can help me and broaden myself. So I have no problem anybody going to Africa. I'm not bashing anybody from Africa or bashing Africa itself or any continent. I'm just giving out the information like who was here in the U.S. You feel me? This was not no vacant land, homie, with buffaloes, with buffalo roaming. And they claim a little small niche, and they had a certain look to them as far as Indians concerned, but there was people of color involved here, and I truly believe that. You know, and so yeah, I mean, and even if I believe that, uh, not to say I can't be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I want to put that out there as well. But as far as the storyline they gave us and how many storylines I've been seeing through the mass media that I feel like it's wolf tickets, and you go to school on a daily basis, giving you information on how life is, teaching you things and that and the third, and creating your world in the way the world they want you to think of, which is a color coded world, and how they put it all together. I mean, who's to say they, they were lying on some of that situation? It's all make believe to keep their story aligned about how, saying the takeover was real. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense that that ship scenario and a whole bunch of slaves with 13 or 12 people bringing in thousands of slaves like we ain't got hands or something. It just don't make no sense to me. Like I think the takeover is real in some type of way. I don't think we just let folk do that. I think we was already here and something happened. Something happened. No doubt. No doubt. But Dan Calloway got way more information than I do. I'm learning from him. I'm just like, oh man, and like I said, I don't want to put it out there as facts, but to me, I look at it like possibility. Possibility. I respect it. You know? Let's see. To do something, do it. All right, respect. Respect. That's all right. I could dish it out as well as I could take it. I grew up in Boston area. Got the East Coast quick wit, sarcasm. Bring it on. Dang, okay then. I see you. I see you representing on that East Coast life, club. I'm just eat my watermelon, blood, cause I could go to work on the East Coast like that, but cause you came out kind of strong, like all of a sudden when you said East Coast, all of a sudden your arms got big all of a sudden, and I just don't know why. You know what I'm saying? They East Coast, West Coast, South Coast. You feel me? It don't make your arms big. You feel me? Like what that mean, kinfolk? Talking about quick sarcasm because I'm from this area. Yo, you better sit your ass now, man. Respect to East Coast, yo, and your quick witness. You feel me? Respect to that, Angela Fleming. Let's see. And so do Tree live in the backwoods? Man, let me tell you something about young Tree, man. Respect to her all day, 24/7, man. Um, she lives in a location. She got a place, but she wants to live in her vehicle, man. She likes the nomad aspect, being in nature and everything like that. And so I look at that and just be like, yo, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like she deep in that, yo. She a fan, and I got the utmost respect. Um, she do things a lot differently than what I do, and that's why it's a mutual respect to how she live, and that's how I treat anybody, and how they live. If they have they want some answers from me or whatnot, they ask me a question about themselves, then I'll answer it the best way I can as far as what I see visually and what I felt through having experiences with you. And I can and then this is not it's not gold. I'm not saying that this is the truth, the way, the light. Just giving out opinion. If that's how she is, as far as just like her way of living, I'm not gonna knock that, and she got plenty of experiences being out there. And she's musically talented. She can get any job she wants to as far as music concerned. I remember there was a piano. I got video footage of her going. We was a random piano they was selling out there in the streets. She went over there to that random piano and started playing for at least 10 to 20 minutes, yo. Going to work. I don't even know what song she was playing, but they was melodistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my brother. You know what I'm saying? They got good melody on that shit. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. And she was good. She was good. So she got the music game down. She lives what they call it, a minimalist lifestyle or whatnot. She just got a crib because she has a daughter as well. So whenever she get a daughter, she has a place to stay. And so yeah. But she be out in the backwoods. She would love to live in her vehicle that's broke down right now, a Subaru, broke down. She said, I'm thinking about sleeping over there tonight. And I slept in my van. That's all I had. I didn't have no house or whatnot. But I slept in a broke down van for at least about a month. Chilling until somebody went into my vehicle and stole some things or whatnot. Then all of a sudden there was a bullseye in my van, and I had to get out of there pretty quick. But yeah. It's wild how she operate, and that's her lifestyle, yo. That's what brings her up in life or whatnot. Makes her feel good. Have you ever been to another country? Yep. So my uncle, shout out to my uncle Mike. We went on a trip to Costa Rica. It was a mission trip. This is when I was deep in Christianity and teaching and stuff like that. And I learned a lot from Christianity. It helped me, and it brought me to a place where I wanted to expand more and look at other books and seeing what they saying and see if it fits and if it works for me. And that's the reason why I I tell people you can go outside of your religion just to expand knowledge and see what other people are reading and are ingesting and how can it help you and how is it helping them. But at that time I was like 15 and yeah, went to Costa Rica. It was a great trip, yo. Saw rainforest and everything like that, and got some storylines over there. We was teaching the people that's over there, the natives that's over there in Costa Rica, about Christianity, just like how uh, people from outside taught the people of America Christianity. It's the same vibe I was doing over there in Costa Rica. And so, I think I was a mime. I believe it was like a little storyline, and I was miming for the people as far as my storyline. I had a little makeup on and everything like that. It was an epic story. It was teamwork, make the dream work or whatnot. But yeah, that's where I was at, and I enjoyed my time frame over there. It was a good time for sure. But that's one of the I've been to Mexico too. That's the only time I've really been outside of the country. Uh, uh, Canada. I went to Vancouver, Canada. Got a video of Vancouver, Canada, which is always it's an interesting experience. Uh, I like Canada. I like Vancouver. I haven't been to Toronto yet, but I will. I'm planning on. I want that. I want that vibe for sure. Good question. Look into Khalifa. Okay, Khalifa. Respect. Respect NC Land Standard. Yeah, appreciate your presence. Not aggressive at all. Yeah. I'm giving you the information of what I felt through those text messages. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you came out, I felt like it was like I'm from the East Coast, yo. We quick with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all like I felt like it was a fear factor move. You feel me? Like you try to put fear in my heart to let me know where you from. I was like, you need to calm that down. I ain't never said I'm from the H and I did this. You feel me? It's like, yo, my name is Drew. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? You threw up the culture, and I'm just letting you know, sit that ass down in the with the greatest of love. Ah, I'm just talking mad shit, girl. Mad shit. That's what I do. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, I'm not trying to tell you that you wrong. East Coast stand up, baby. Jews called to report me to tell. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Ah, I stand on my own 10 toes. You feel me? I'm right here. You know, Sell East Coast Angela. um, she was a piano instructor. Great question, Manifest. She was a piano instructor. She learned music and stuff like that. And so we've been talking as far as like what can we do to help the community, and it should be a new teaching involved nowadays, because I think we're coming to a new where this old school system of schooling doesn't fit us no more. It's not a thing. You know, I'm not gonna want to talk about Davy Crockett no more. You feel me? The Alamo, we don't the Alamo life, yo. That's what I was rocking in Texas, you know. And yeah, that's gonna be it's a new way of living. I think we're gonna have to teach the power of the power that the God, the universe, has given us already. You could do anything you put your mind to. That need to be taught a little bit more, in maybe in detail, and showcase like um ways of showcasing that for yourself and knowing that. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to bring that up a little bit more and have the conversation with the kids and have them connected, and how we can break the color line. You know what I'm saying? And saying we are one out here in these streets. You know, feel me? Like I think that's gonna have to be the vibe. Talk about more plant life, something to be more self sufficient. Like that's where we I feel like we're going to, and I feel like that's where I'm leaning towards in a way. That's the life where I feel uh, I'm going through all this the process of all these things that happened to me. Um, I believe we have to grow in that respect, and and a little less on what they've been teaching in school. Like play. Like I remember like it was yesterday. The whole I think I had a video out, but Joe Biden went to a school, and everybody at the desk was like had shields, and I shields are about the clear shield. All the desks has clear shields, and everybody boxed in like it was a jail cell, with their mask or whatnot. And I saw that at Harry and David when during the COVID. They did a lot, to make sure we were safe, and it would look like a straight up jail cell to me, and forced learning of something in a not ideal situation, and that's what it was. That's what I saw. I think kids are a little changed by this. They still have that fear of, let me put my mask on. Or could be some kids out there be like, man, what is all this? And they see that mommy and daddy can't do anything uh, to help in that situation. And as far as me, as far as a father figure, looking at myself like Mufasa, you know what I'm saying? In that situation, if I had a child, it to me, I would feel some type of way, the fact that I'm not able to fight that, or say I don't believe in that. That's not what my kid is doing. I guess you could fight that, and that's why a lot of people are going homeschool. You know, yeah, things changing, yo. It's definitely changing, and I feel like it's changed for the better, because we got people making all kinds of buku's money and giving out some of the wackest information of all times. No doubt about that. The wackest information. I don't think I'm not gonna give out no details, because I ain't trying to put nobody under the bus. But you seen some of them higher ups. They look the part. They making money. They got this, that, and the third, and they showcasing, they jewelry or whatnot. That's not what we need to put our money on when land is being taken up and our rights are being taken. We ain't fucking giving no damn about no cubic zirconian or diamond. You understand me? And how you rocking it, and with the Mercedes. So also I noticed. Have you seen? My mom sent me something on YouTube talking about shorts. Like you can put down shorts and make money off shorts by taking other people's lavish cars and throwing it out there on your channel, and sprucing it up, making money through sprucing up like big money cars and all these different things, which creates on YouTube another commercialized move, and that's why they're giving you money for it. That's how I'm looking at it. They saying you can get money real quick because you promoting lavish lifestyle. You know, the Maserati with the that don't take gas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they promote. And now we have commercials from other people randomly. You might not put your name on it, but it's just another stream of ways to get you to be on some materialistic shit. That's how I look at that situation and seeing how boys getting that cash flow. Now, could I do it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that's what that is, that's what boys doing it, you know. But I recognize what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're in the middle of some chaotic situation and cows dying from heat in the streets, what the fuck am I gonna put Maserati shit out for? You know what I'm saying? And try to get this cash flow. It's all kinds of distraction. That's all it is. It's straight up distractions. Let's see. It says food in other countries better than the food in America. Is food in the other countries better than the food in America? In Costa Rica, I did lose a lot of weight in Costa Rica, no doubt. I was Fat Boy Ronald. I call myself. I think the guy's name is Hot Boy Ronald, but I like Fat Boy Ronald. I feel like it's funny to me. And I had titties for days. This is when I was 14. So 15th birthday, we went over there to Costa Rica, and all we pretty much had was beans, rice, and beans and rice. And then on breakfast, you hit the beans, rice, and eggs. You know, and that was my intake. You know, and so I do believe I also had a growth spurt during that time in Costa Rica. So there's a lot of things that happened to where I came back and I was a little loose. My shirt was a little loose. You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of weight. The food wasn't bad. It was a different type of lifestyle as far as what to eat. They had a few McDonald's and fast food chains out there, but their focal point is definitely rice, beans, and eggs for sure. And so I partook. But yeah, I lost. That's part of my weight loss journey was during that process. And I think it was because I got a little taller. That's what happened. I got a little taller, and so yeah, I lost some weight, and all of a sudden the stomach was round like a pear. And all of a sudden, it stretched out a little bit. Your boy, not saying I had a six pack, it was still flabby a little bit, but it stretched out. It wasn't as rotund, because your boy I had a half fat boy day. I definitely did. But that was the food out there in the streets, though. Let's see. I live in Southern AZ now, so I've calmed down, but the Boston can still emerge if needed. I'm chill, sorry. Sorry. You don't know me yet. You will. Oh, see, that's that gangster vibe. Like, yeah, okay. No, but respect to you in your AZ journey and respect to Boston life or whatnot. Shout out to Boston. They did go to the championship. They did. I know you probably excited about that life or whatnot. I'm not sure if you are. I don't know if you're into sports or whatnot, but that's word on the street during this the pandemic and this epic things that's happening with cows. There was a championship, a basketball championship, still was being played. They made sure they have that going for facts. And then of course it's gonna be some more distractions out there. But I just want to shout out to to Boston winning and doing their thing and going to the championship. It's a good feat or whatnot. Even though they lost, what I'm saying, respect to their game and respect to the city and the money I guess being brought because of them being, I think, in that game plan. I'm not in the game no more, but I did see some highlights, no doubt. I wish I could have learned about Black Wall Street during Black History Month in school. Oh yeah, that would be nice. I'm not a fan of Black History Month at all. Nobody else got to know History Month like that. I feel like it's just for other people. It's not really for us, really. I think we know. We get all so excited about saying that we the first to do this, we the first to do that. Uh, we got to come together, yo. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like showcase. There's no reason why Black Wall Street couldn't be a thing. I wouldn't call it Black Wall Street. I don't believe in this color game. But yeah. The natives, you know what I'm saying? It's the native vibe of building and having and stuff like that. Not to shun other people, but to bring awareness of who we are and establish businesses based off of it in a way. Like I said, I'm still believing in connections and all the colors connecting and whatnot. But there's this idea of how we operate. It doesn't fit for me, and I think changes are needed in order to see a change in our world. We must change ourselves and our thought process on what they taught us, how life is. Uh, yeah. But everybody has their own thought process, and like I said, I respect it all. Let's see. Mm, what's your favorite state? You Oregon calling me. You still working at the farm? I'm not. I'm not working at the farm no more. Actually, it's actually kind of tough to find work that I'm interested in. That's what's happening right now. I'm going off a little small income that I get, and working that out. But I was trying to work what they call it, a Planet Fitness gig. Had an interview and everything, and I'm just a member service guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna, you know, small gig. But there come to a point where you might be overqualified, and I feel like a lot of these jobs that I go to, the people that's um, trying to hire, they might feel a little threat, especially in the game of fitness or whatnot. I have the utmost confidence in the game of fitness, and I want to help. I want to be of service in a way, and her job might be out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? I think they had the assistant manager situation go. I might have to join in on assistant manager. All I know is jobs ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? But I know that ain't your question. But I'm just giving out the information of what I'm going through out here in these streets where it's tough to find a gig that I'm interested. I don't want to go to a gig that I'm about to be there for about 2 weeks and mob off. I'm not trying to waste nobody's time. I want to go to a gig where, consistent flow of income or whatnot on a weekly basis. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. But that I'm interested in. Planet Fitness, I feel like, is the one. But as far as favorite states, not really into the favorite state conversation. Every state has a special place for me, but I do have the utmost respect for places like Oregon, because it's my first state that I crossed, starting out from California. And that's when I knew it was official, like, yo. And then, the beauty out here, hiking. If you're a hiking, lake, traveling type person, this is where it's at. Bike riding, all that good stuff. This is where it's at. And just like deep in nature and mountains and stuff like that. That's Oregon all day. Uh, New Hampshire, I like. I like their slogan. Live free or die is New Hampshire's slogan, and so I respect that. And it's also a beautiful place. Has a vibe like Oregon a little bit, but when it's cold, it's cold. It's a different type of cold over there. It ain't no that coast. It ain't near that coast too much. You feel me? Like that cold weather hit different. So I wouldn't say I live out there in the wintertime, but it's nice. I like New Mexico. New Mexico's a vibe if you're interested in that. AZ is a vibe. Shout out to where Angela's at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, AZ a vibe too. But everything has its purpose. I don't have a real favorite. I'm not gonna be like this is where it's at out here. No, I don't like any other spot. This is number one. I'm not that guy. But I can give you some suggestions. You feel like those three right there, I mess with New Mexico, New Hampshire, and what they call it, Oregon for sure. Let's see, for nature and good cheap weed and good vibe. Wow, yeah. The cheapest weed is in Oregon. I feel like the best weed is in Oregon as well. Uh, so since we're on the weed conversation game, I might as well you know talk about it a little. I know a lot of people ain't talking about. People drop off when I talk about weed, but it is what it is. So this right here got the little got the little Bigfoot on there holding it down. But this right here is got 10 of them for $15. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you get two different strains out here. This is a $10 box, yo. You go somewhere, you go to California, it might be $30, kinfolk. Double your prices out there. I mean, and that's part of the reason why Green Force has been canceled. Green Force is a location that I was literally at working. I was a lead over there, getting paid $22 an hour at that location. Um, it got canceled off because cannabis industry is failing, is dying. And weed is extra cheap over here simply because they can only sell their weed that they grew in the state of Oregon. They cannot go outside of the state, and so that's why the black market is major. And they taking that weed that they grew in Oregon and they selling it to Texas, selling it to places that ain't can't Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Selling it to places that ain't got it, but they'll pay handsomely. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get for a pound in Oregon, it'd probably be like, $400 a pound. You know what I'm saying? You go take that same pound to Texas, folk willing to pay 1,200. And so that's why the game is kind of like saturated because everybody's over here trying to grow weed, but they can only grow weed to other weed growers. You know, you feel me? And so the idea that people are not opening up their states to the weed game is kind of canceling the weed game in a way. That's just my thought process and what I've been seeing and what people have complained to me about. You know, so that's observation. I think things are changing. Hemp and cannabis was the crop in in America. You know what I'm saying? Things changed up where they don't talk about it no more, but it was the crop all across America. That's what was growing and being used. It's a different story now. They found a way to criminalize it, and only a few states said, "Oh, it's not that bad," and want to make money off of it. But like I said, cannabis industry is being destroyed simply because we're not able to expand. And I think the lands in Oregon it's great, perfect for cannabis growth. It's not perfect for all fruit growth. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's climate is a little different. For fruit, it's probably a little better over there in California. Might be a little better over there in Florida. But and for some reason in Oregon, you can get good vegetables, but not really high quality fruit as much as other locations. And I feel like that for the cannabis game, it's high quality cannabis, and it's being made over here, but you cannot showcase it to other states in the United States saying this is Oregon weed, which would be a seller point because, like I said, we got it's high quality land over here for that type of growth. But great question. Great question. That I'm not able to. I'm not in that game right now working simply because it got shot down. I mean, there's other opportunities to get back into the farming game, but I was trying to look for something that's a little more AC. You know what I'm saying? Work on my communication skills or whatnot. So that was my focus point, my focal point. And yeah. I mean, I might get back out there in nature and work a farm, but it's gonna be a certain way, certain place that I feel a good vibe at, and go from there. But I'm steady learning about growing. I mean, I'm helping out Tree in the backyard. She teaching me some things about growing, so I'm always putting that information in me because I believe it's high quality information for the future and being self sufficient. I will showcase and share this information as well because I think that's part of my the growth of this channel where I'm going now because the way my channel went, I was traveling and then shut down. You feel me? Your boy not traveling no more. I'm in the stationary spot, living in somebody else's car. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's growth involved in what I'm doing, and so I'm gonna have to, I'm passing out the information, the best way I can. But right now, I'm just doing this live right now, and we talking and talk about how wild the world is. I appreciate y'all and y'all presence. Um, in Arizona. When I told her I wanted to go to Arizona one day, I'm not going to be there's human trafficking everywhere. What? Yeah. That's all over the place. I actually have lived in places that's close to human trafficking. If you from Houston, anybody that's from Houston or whatnot, and know the Southwest, if you're looking for some human trafficking scenarios or whatnot, that might be your cup of tea. I'm not sure, but Bissonnette, go down Bissonnette play, you're gonna see some things roaming out there, and I'm like, blood, they dress to impress. But I always remember during the COVID scenario, I was down there in the beginning parts of COVID, and I drove past that area, and I saw prostitutes with masks on, player. So you mean to tell me when it's time to slob it up, you gonna pull down your mask, and the first thing you do is swallow something like somebody else's genitals? That's your first move when you take off the mask? 'Cause I thought you was, what I'm saying, that's safety, but like that you if you see prostitutes out there rocking masks, what is going on? What are you protecting yourself from, kinfolk? You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally about to put somebody else's juices in your mouth, and you afraid of some germs coming out in the space. You feel me? Baby. But then, like, yeah, prostitutes are all over the place. You know what I'm saying? What they call it, trafficking, human trafficking. But that's my storyline for human trafficking. When I saw that, I was like, oh man, oh, you could. That's influence at its finest point right there. They did not want to walk the streets without a mask on. It probably helped them out so they can cover their face. I respect that, but it doesn't. It looks silly. It looks silly. Let's see. Follow your dreams, no doubt. Let's see. And crypto or Bitcoin. So I believe in that. I've seen some people moved up in life off cryptos and Bitcoin investing. I believe there was a major drop. I haven't been on Bitcoin and investing cryptos in a while since all my money gotta go somewhere. Right now, I don't have major income coming through. I'm working with the best way I can with what I got. Job, some type of money got to be flowing in soon. I got $20 today. Hey, respect to my boy. You know what I'm saying, for showcasing that. But yeah. It's been as far as that's concerned, I believe in it. I believe there's a reason why it's here. The uh the dollar that we have is really paper. It's not backed by anything. It's not but we believe in it. And since simply because that's what we used to and we believe in it, that's why it still holds true. But I think people are leaning towards different things now. I mean, just to think about it, there was people giving out like what they call it. What do they call it? Art now, where you can buy art and that's like high in profit. All of a sudden, I think they called them. Somebody give me information. I forgot what they called, man. But they literally doing like clip arts, and people paying big money. You got all your celebrities paying big money for clip art with a monkey on there or something like that. Something NFT. That's the name of it, NFT. And you see how they push NFT, and it's really a little snippet of something, and they calling it and saying this is money. And then if you got a whole bunch of people believing in that oh, if I get this snippet of time or whatnot, then this is bank. And so they push this NFT scenario and saying this is a new way. This is where it's going to, and folk believed it, just like the whole dollar bill. And crypto is the same way. Crypto is the same way. I don't think it's ran by anything, but it is digital. And I feel like if you cancel digital, all the world of electronics gets canceled. What then? That's why a bartering system is probably what's best. You feel me? If you out here farming, everybody know how to create food or whatnot. Your neighbor, you could be cold blooded at the potatoes, or whatever you doing, and it could be a bartering system of working of that person do the strawberries for the community, another person doing for our survival and our growth. You know, and the trading of bartering and everything like that. There's gonna be some type of earning that we gotta have or whatnot. I feel maybe, but that's just information that I got in my head or whatnot when it comes down to crypto. I believe it's the future. It could be the future, but I also know that it is digital. You know what I'm saying? And that's all computer based. And I'm trying to tell people to get off the computer or get off the phone and partake and learn what's going on with you, so you can be better out here in these streets for the people, you know. So yeah. Respect to that question though. Yeah. I do know about that crypto and Bitcoin investing. I respect anybody that's do because people, like I said, making made it flow, making cash flow. So that's what you want to do. I would suggest you join in. It's a good time to join in while it's down. So when it blow up, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be there next up. You know what I'm saying, making millions, throwing the money around. Go, and buy that land that you trying to buy. Um, and mention the worst aspects of any city you suggest living in or visiting. Yeah. There are people, negative Nancy's, I guess they call them, Marquis. Yeah. Yeah. They always, yeah. This beauty. You can look at the glass, the glass half full or half empty, yo. And so usually when I go to a location, I'm like, yo, what's happening that's good right now? What do I enjoy about this situation? You know? And the reason why people have negative aspects on a city is because it's something that they're not used to. You feel me? Like people that want to go to Wyoming, the reason why they probably have hesitation about going to Wyoming because they don't feel like they have people of color involved. They're like, oh, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I hate this. And so when you put that in your mind frame that you can't connect with these people that's outside of your color scheme or whatnot, then you probably not gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And because you're not used to that. You used to Houston, Houston's, color based Atlanta or whatever you used to. It's just something different. And when people have uh d- going through something they don't understand, then they fight back or they hate. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why that's probably that person has negative aspects on him because it's something that he's not used to. But that's when like Bruce Lee said, we got to be like water. You go, you put water in this vessel, right? It's going to form into this vessel. You put water in this vessel, you know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna form into this vessel. We gotta be, what I'm saying, like water, and make amends and what they call it and flow, you know. And he don't want to flow. He or she don't want to flow. But I'm not. It's no not. It's no not. There's growth involved in that. I was like that in the beginning. I had a lot of color coded conversations in the beginning of my journey and I had negative thoughts, but then I also had the positive thoughts about the situation, and I always found positive things about every city and country or state I went to, you know. So yeah, shout out, like that question, yo. I like the thought process that you having a friend that as far as the suggestive living out here and how you almost being like a negative Nancy, but respect to him though, and his journey. Uh, in the area, but living here is a different reality. Depends on. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I respect that. Here is different reality. Let's see. Cost of living is low in the area, but so are the wages. That's a thing. That's a thing. I remember seeing on the Indeed. Like I said, I'm looking for fitness gigs because I can talk about fitness all day. I'm always learning and growing in the fitness game as well. So I saw a job. It's like a village, what they call it, weight village or something like that. That's what it's called. But they looking for somebody to be in the front or whatnot. They over there paying $12.75 for that job an hour. I was like, if you don't get your what? The motherfuckers been looking past 30 days and it says urgently hiring. Boost the motherfucking prices, kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? And somebody will come and holler at you. You can't be coming at folks talking about $12.75 per hour, baby, when boys is out there flipping burgers for 16. Nah. Them boys, they need a reality check. And so that's why they ain't hired nobody yet. because they own that $12.75. There's another job like that as well. It was Snap Fitness. I decided to holler at them, you know what I'm saying? Because I really wanted to chit chat. I really wanted to have a conversation. Like if they hit me up, which I realized you could tell on Indeed how many people applied for the job, and it was like 1 through 5. So I might have been the only one that really applied for that gig, but I applied for it because we're gonna have this conversation. Ain't no way I'm coming in for 12.75, but I come in, you see my presence, see what we can do, feel the vibe in this bad boy, see it, see if it's something I want to do, and go from there. But yeah, 12.75. Anybody that's doing 12.75 still out there in the streets, and they live in, I don't know what land they live in at. But if you want good workers, you better boost up them prices, Kinfo. I don't know. You must be looking for somebody straight out of 16. Straight, I'm talking about just turned 16. Don't know no better. Just passing by. I see you for sure. Thanks for the advice. All right, Quentin, be easy, homie. Uh, and wins, but I don't really watch sports. Yeah. Respect to that. Mom is a long time Red Sox. Hey, Red Sox. Shout out to all the supporters, yo. I used to be that guy. I'm gonna do a video about how I lost track of I lost the love of sports. Uh, but his name is James Harden though. Is one of the reasons why. I'm from the H town or whatnot, and James Harden taught me a lot. And I want to do an edited video of why I lost interest in sports and how he helped me. No, not to him. I appreciate his journey. His journey helped me out of being off the boo boo. I was too caught up. I was too caught up in that thing. But I give it a little snippet out here since we got people out here chit chatting with me. I'll give a little snippet of what the video gonna be about. But literally, Game 7, James Harden against I think the Dallas Mavericks, I believe. Um, this boy scored 0 points, player. I was deep in the Rockets, deep Rocket fan. I remember them from Akeem Olajuwon days, Clyde Drexler. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Scottie Pippen and Charles Barkley on the team. I was still repping with Steve Francis was one of my favorite players back in the gap. But James Harden, he scored 0 points in the Game 7 play. When I say I stayed up all night trying to figure out why he scored 0 points or a real low score, something I'm not used to for a Game 7 crunch time situation. I looked up near and far trying to figure it out all night. The game ended around 9 o'clock. I was up to 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out what happened. I thought, did he nut before the game? Because, guys, if you didn't know, nutting before the game, you kind of lose your juice, your energy. You don't want to do that. And so he might have messed with something strange before the game. So I was looking for that stranger. I was looking for who did his mama die? You know what I'm saying? Who did he go to a funeral? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things I was looking up. I even went as far as, I'm talking about Space Jam thoughts. Did Looney Tunes go over there and take his superpowers, though? You know what I'm saying? The Bugs Bunny's like, yo, we need that right now. We gotta face LeBron real quick. You know what I'm saying? This cat was at the strip club right after the game, player. He made millions. Had a Game 7, 0 points. Trash out there in the streets. And decided to go to the strip club. That's how he coped with it. I'm up all night trying to figure it out. And he got that ass bouncing in front of him, throwing money in the air. That's when I knew I was too deep in it. I was too deep in it, yo. My life was too surrounded in the sport game for me to be so caught up in it where he living his life like it's golden after the game. He smashing something strange, understand me, right after the game. You feel, and I'm over there up all night worried about him and his health and well-being, mental health. He doing all right. And that's when I had to take a step back and be like, Play, this is a narcotic. This is a drug I'm on right now, play. I shouldn't be so deep in the game where it changes my human life in a way, how I operate and talk to people because something happened on the game. My team lost. It happened like that for the Texans too. Quick story. I was in LA with my my girlfriend at the time, and we was Houston Texans versus uh, Seattle Seahawks, and there was Seattle Seahawks in the building out there, and this was like a bar, and it was a young color coded girl, a young lady, white girl, and she was all about Seattle. Man, we got our ass kicked by Seattle, yo, and I had to watch that all through there. Usually I only get 2 beers, but I got 3 that day. You feel me? Because I needed to cope with it. I needed to cope. You feel me? And this mofo, how can I say it? This mofo came up to me and said, "Good game." I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't feeling that vibe. You know it wasn't no good game. Y'all team whooped our ass, and I didn't want to shake her hand. And I felt like I was too deep in it. There was no reason not to shake this young lady's hand, yo. I don't have no money in the game, yo. These people are living their life like it's golden, and they just playing the game. It's entertainment, kinfolk. And I took that to heart that they lost, and it showcased in my world, and I'm acting all different because of something they went through. I had to get about them drugs, kinfolk. I had to get off them drugs. So definitely gonna try to do a video, work on a video. Let's talk about that aspect in life. I appreciate y'all for listening in on a snippet of that. But yeah, sports can be a narcotic, yo. And that's why it's still up being, even though drama was happening all around the world, they made sure you watching them sports. You can't even go to the arena. You feel me? You couldn't even go to the arena during that time. But there was some times they had to make sure it was being broadcasted. We got to keep this thing going. And so it's entertainment. Entertainment is fine. And I feel like sometimes people can get so deep in entertainment and it changes them. So like it's like throwing up the your rocket sign, or even like Boston, you know what I'm saying, represent, you know what I'm saying, like it's like very gangster like, and I wouldn't I had to get up off that because I was that type of sports gangster. H-Town, yo, fuck San Antonio trash. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was talking. I know San Antonio ain't trash. San Antonio Spurs is one of the best teams out in the streets. Popovich, but I had hate. And I made sure, whenever they San Antonio Spurs versus the Houston Rockets, I wanted to make sure that they know if we win, we ain't gonna hit the end of it, baby. But when they lose, I'm over here like, oh, I hate life. I had to get up off of it, blood. That's respect to that game, though. Respect. So I had to put that out there, Angela. So just want to put it out there for content. You know what I'm saying? And put it in them streets. Um, man, who would and why? If I can partner with any successful businessman, uh, that's different. I wasn't ready for that type of question. Um, man, that's a good one. I'm stumped. I don't have a lot of people that I guess I look up to as far as business wise like that. My life kind of like, I look at the nature people. I look at people that got their own land and farming. Like I look up to those people way more than I look up to the people that got a huge business that got money flowing in, and they got all these Maseratis, and those that don't hype me up as somebody as much as somebody that's self sufficient and don't even need the government. You know what I'm saying? And so anybody that's doing that or in on online to doing that, that's the business person partner I want to be a part of. I want to be with a self-sufficient variety instead of being a part of the game that they playing. Create our own game. you know. So that's how I look at that situation. So I don't have anybody per se right now, but I like the question though because it had me stormed. Let's see. Yeah, beautiful up there. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, Angela. You already know NH is beautiful. New Hampshire Life. That had the most hiking trails. I would say Oregon is up there with the hiking trails, but a lot of hiking trails everywhere. All over the country. It's just a vibe of what you want to be in because you could be in desert land, uh, doing a hike. You know what I'm saying? Doing trails or whatnot. You can be more on the side of what? I say desert, but there's always also grass. Like Houston don't have a lot of mountains, so I'm not. There's no mountain hikes, you know. And so it all depends on where you at. But as far as there's plenty of trails out there. But what's the vision you want to see? You want to see mountains and trails like that with the rivers and lakes. Like Minnesota's #1 in lakes, so there's gonna be plenty of trails. You're gonna see thousands and thousands of lakes at. So it all depends on what your vibe is. I think trails are very and hiking spots are very prevalent in a lot of these areas, especially in the country. When you go to big city life, it's a little different. I know a lot of people like New York and whatnot, and that little old square that they got of vegetation, and that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like people feel like they can do some grounding out there in a little old square, little box. I think I'll forget what they call it, but it's nice out there, no doubt. It's nice, but I like a little bit more land than my cement. You know what I'm saying? I do like a little bit more land, and so I wouldn't call New York an ideal spot for me to live at, especially when it's that type of people and you all, you know, everybody's right next to each other. It seems rats all over the place. No knock, no knock. There's a experience involved in that people enjoy. It's I love the idea that the city never sleeps. I can get up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and get a Subway sandwich. That's a vibe, yo. Or you could still be up and working on music or working on your editing. You can go to a Starbucks out there, like as a nomad, and be at a 24-hour location that's got Wi-Fi. Epic, epic. So there's pros and cons, but I'm a fan of the nature, no doubt. But yeah. Hiking trails, to answer your question, which there has been had the most hiking trails. I'm gonna say Oregon for right now because that's where I'm at, and I know there's hiking trails all over this bad boy, no doubt. But I will preference it that there's hiking trails all over the place. It all depends on what you're looking for. Let's see. Never had Oregon trees, but Cali got some fire, no doubt, no doubt. California got some fire, but I will preference this: when you got cannabis that get up there to like 35 THC, 40 THC, 40% THC, all them hot, they putting a little crumb. That's man-made. They putting some things together. Cannabis naturally will probably only go up there to like maybe 30 naturally. You know what I'm saying? When you starting getting higher to 50% THC, you doing some dolling up to them trees, player. You doing some dolling up, and I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want to do it. That's why some people, the old heads of the cannabis game, they didn't want to touch the new cannabis, or they growing their own because cause there's something different. You know what I'm saying? They got some more cake involved. They just trying to get folk extra high, with some outside source type vibe, and it's not a natural scenario. So these are thoughts that people have, and I'm just giving out the information one time. Let's see. $10 for 10 blunts. I wonder why. What? $10 for 10 blunt. So it's actually 15. Yeah. It's an easy cash flow, no doubt. Easy getting this green out here for sure. Yes, I'm glad it's legal here too. No, it's just a rainy spot. Darren MC, appreciate your presence. It's a rainy spot. It can get rainy. It's more rainy over there in Washington, but it has all 4 seasons, and that's an epic scenario. A lot of folks don't realize. I don't think they catching like everybody be excited about LA and how it can be sunny all day, all year round. There's something special about going through the cold weather, finding beauty in that, and then when that summer comes, you get this. There's a lot of excitement involved. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like, yo, I've been through some things. I had seen how it snowed in certain areas, and it's beautiful, no doubt. But now it's sunny. Now I ain't wearing my coat no more. I'm letting my shirt off now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's beneficial. That's beneficial for sure. But yeah, I believe in the 4 seasons, no doubt, and that's what they got over here in Oregon. Uh, no, nothing happened to Tree. Everything good with Tree, yo. She gone out there in the streets. Um, she doing her thing. She working on trying to get her car right or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's a good friend that I met out here in Ashland. Let's see. Oh yeah, the cotton industry made sure hemp was stomped out. Yeah, they was about that life. They're like, nah, player, we gotta that hemp coming in too strong. I got too many things in the cotton world. Sorry, I get it. Can you get the same high eating edibles as you can smoking cannabis? I would say the cannabis, the edible game is a way higher game. Cause that's sticking to your ribs. You feel me? That's what's happening when you get an edible, and that's why people ain't ready. Cause they don't know what high is, but they want to touch edibles. That's in your system. That's in your bloodstream. Now all of a sudden your body feeling the high. It's not just your head. You get a little body high with the smoke or whatnot. Of course, you get that high. But when you have the edible, that's gonna be in your system for a while, and it's gonna shock you a little bit, and it's okay. If you're not ready for it, it's not okay. I remember on our Noble Ass channel, Travel Snacks was talking about her first time eating edible, and she wasn't ready. She was about to call the cops. You say, somebody help me. Saying 911, and it's like that. You want to. And she almost ate the whole thing. You want to take nibbles, because like I said, there's a lot of THC, and it's going through your bloodstream now, and so your whole body feeling that high, and so you might be on a little slump. You might be like, you have that vibe, but you chilling, and it don't hurt nobody. It don't hurt no people as much as alcohol hurt people or nicotine, smoke. You know what I'm saying? People are really just sleepy or hungry involved in cannabis game. And if you got that edible, you definitely gonna be either or. That when I eat an edible and I eat a meal afterwards, it's a different type of meal. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of slobbering involved. You know what I'm saying, on that hamburger, and there's a lot of thanks for this hamburger. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for your presence here in my life right now. You taste so good, hamburger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you just like appreciate your meal a little bit more with the edible. And that's why folk be it's an epic scenario. Everything's heightened, you know. Yeah. That's enough about weed though. What up, though? Afeni in the building. What's going down? I appreciate you. Yeah. Appreciate your cash flow that you giving out. Super chat live. I respect it. Thank you kindly, Afeni. Thank you kindly. Yeah. Just depends on the strain, the THC content. So number one, Angela. Uh, let's see. In Manifest Destiny, number one, I feel it's the terpenes. The terpenes is the thing that really helps on that high. Like a lot of people don't talk about the terpenes, the flavor, that uh that sense or strain in the cannabis is a very big proponent of the high. And so when you have a high terpene content, you're gonna have a high experience, no doubt. And your THC level can be like 15. But if it's high in terpene, you're gonna enjoy your life with that for sure. I just want to give out that information. Um in Club Creek area. Okay then. I see my boy in the H, yo. Pollinated eardrum, baby. Appreciate your presence on this line. You know what's going on at Bishop at the Club Creek area. Yeah, he been in them strikes. I did. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's what they was doing. They was wearing the mask over there at Bishop there, yo. And then once they pulled the mask down, swallowing folk for the cash. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Jennifer Shufford. Appreciate your presence, Jennifer. You know, I might have messed up your last name. Shuford. I'm gonna go with that one. I think I like that one. What's going down with you? Appreciate your presence on this line. Uh Choose exchange. NFTs. Respect. Appreciate you, Darren. Uh so Manifest said I believe moving to digital is the wrong move. A storm happened a while ago and the cash registers stopped working and they refused to accept cash. Global warming is getting worse. Yeah. It's a wild world. It's a wild world on that. Yeah, the digital it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky, and we are used to um, material that we can hold, and so this idea of going digital can be a little strange for some. But it's time for change in certain ways. We need to stop. We our dollar's not backed by any gold. It's really paper, really, that we believe in, and so we need to find something else that we believe in or whatnot. And it could be folk believing in NFTs, and that could be the new niche out there in the world. And I'm not gonna knock it if anybody want to do it. And they get in the capital. It's everybody has a different journey. You know what I'm saying? I could be a part of the NFT journey. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I could look it up and put my bid in. That's all you doing is put your bid in, see where you go, man. You try new things out and see what happens. You feel? But as far as currency is concerned, it's all about the collective believing in it, and that's how things move. And if we believe in NFTs, artwork being millions of dollars, green paper being millions of dollars, or Bitcoin being millions of dollars involved in that, then we'll believe in it and go from there. You know. But I think there's a battle going on. What's going to be the new currency? Because the dollar bill is definitely losing. It's definitely going to be crashing. Uh, More storms will be. What will we do then? Um, we go with the flow, just like how people come at you or whatnot. We'll get prepared. Uh, because storms and weather has been a part of our lives since the beginning. Um, this thoughts about harp, I think it's called, people creating weather or certain type of weather in certain areas. People feel they believe they have that type of technology. That's a conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying, out there in the streets. If you look it up, there's people saying that it can create weather. There's machines out there creating weather and putting in certain locations. Like a big situation that happened that I felt like something's up, man. When I saw Texas get like blistering, freezing cold, that's not Texas right there. That's not Texas I know. I thought that was different, and that's why it was must see TV almost. Just the idea of Texas snowing like that, like it's like we got them type of seasons. We don't. You know what I'm saying? It can get a little bit cold, but there ain't no snow going on the ground and we digging it up and trying to. And Texas folk didn't know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be slipping and slide. They ain't used to. They ain't even know how to put no chains on. You understand? So, so I just thought that was a weird scenario. I'm not saying, oh no, that's a weather change, but I'm saying be open. I'm open to be like, okay, let me see what they talking about. Interesting. And that's how I live life or whatnot. Just giving out the information, and you can believe it and hold on to it. Just like old girl saying, if you go in there, you're gonna get taken up. I can believe that. I can hold on to it, have that in my chest or whatnot, and feel it, and go in there and have that vibe, and be nervous going in there, or I can let that hoe go and whatever she talk about. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm covered in the blood type vibe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about all that. That's most like what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I am doing that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all about what you believe or whatnot. So if you want to look it up and see what you think about that situation, about I think it's called HARP, weather creating Google, or if you want to go outside of Google, because Google has its ways of putting things that they want you to put up there at the top, because they running the show on what's highlighted when you write things down. It's the digital age, man. They got that computer game locked up. They really do. They really do. And so they can when you Google. I remember googling it was about maybe 6 years back, googling about the toothpaste fluoride, right? I googled about fluoride, and there was a lot of information saying fluoride was bad and it's gonna mess up your pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? Like they like, but it's in all our toothpaste, and folk didn't know that it was a poison, you know. I was looking that up and showcasing my girlfriend at the time that and the family, and they was like, "Man, I didn't even know." Now I remember recently looking it up, and that information not there no more. It ain't at the top. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go dig for that. You know what I'm saying? But now they switch things up because they're like, nah, we gotta hype up fluoride. You feel me? Like I can't find the article no more. Like it never happened. That's the digital age for you, for sure. And they pick and choose. That's just my experience. What I saw. I probably could dig more into, but I remember when I first did it, it was the first thing that showed up. Like fluoride is not good for you. But now you do that same search. When I did it, you might have a different vibe situation going on when you do it. But when I did that, I couldn't find that article. I couldn't find anything talking negative about fluoride at all. Uh, I guess I didn't write it down good enough, but I just thought it was weird because I think I wrote it, put it, typed it in the same way the first time as I did recently. You know, it's crazy, but that's the digital age. Let's see. Uh, Food, and you won't have to worry. Respect to from in the building. She over there with the turkeys. I mean, with the ducks and the chickens, holding it down for them all. For them all. Let's see. Well, the stores that rely on digital currency do. That's Yeah. I mean, that's all questions and thought process, and that's why we need to have these talks. I mean, they probably have their own thought process, but I mean, it could happen, and like I said, being self sufficient, we don't. Ooh, I'm back at it. I know there's a cutoff situation. My bad, y'all. I don't know what happened on that situation, but yeah. Anyways, as far as the currency, digital currency, as soon as we get to a point where we're self sufficient and not really worried about the currency, um, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Let's keep it all the way honest. But money makes earnings and some type of currency makes you know flow. So we gotta pick and choose or figure out. I mean, what works. People still doing a bartering system to this day. And that's how they do transactions. I mean, you can go on Let Go, and I can let go of my camera or something like that for her, couple pieces of furniture, that might add the same value. People doing that. Material for material. There's ways around this currency. Folk don't even have jobs out here and not even worried about currency. There are people out here living self-sufficient and understand how to do things as far as the earth and what they're eating. There's breatharians out there. You know what I'm saying? That's so some people going so deep in it where they don't even eat food no more. You know what I'm saying? That's how they live in life. They figure out a way to be without food. Look up breatharians, yo. That's a thing, yo. That's a real thing. Let's see. Have you thought about being a personal trainer? You can work for yourself. Definitely thought about being a personal trainer. I don't have the quote unquote paperwork for that. I believe it's a certain amount of money, and it is a certain um, brand of personal trainer that is considered, the best or whatnot, or respectable. And then there's some personal training jobs, personal training certificates that's like $69.99, and some people don't won't even mess with it. Like, that's that cheap stuff. We don't take that. You gotta have a certain thing. Uh, you know, I made this. I had this thought in my brain right now because there's people asking me about a workout that I was doing. He wants to know how I did it. And so this happened today. And I literally bust out and told him like, yo, I mean, I gave him the information and I told him like, it's not set in stone. I feel like this is one of the best ab workouts you could do. But I'm not a trainer, but I what they call it? I work out professionally. You know what I'm saying? Like I do this. I do this on a daily basis. It's part of my lifestyle or whatnot. I do like to see what the body can do and how can we improve on a daily, and I love teaching that as well. So that's why I feel like going into personal training or going into even Planet Fitness and just seeing the vibe and seeing what that's all about would help me for my futuristics, and seeing and talking to people because everybody wants to have a healthy lifestyle, have healthy living, and want to appreciate or look a certain way in the mirror. I'm a firm believer in yoga as well. I think that's what makes me a little different because I'm not all deep into the weights. Yoga is something that I feel like can last forever, and you have a great body, 60, 70 years old, and really working on your body through yoga. I'm a big fan of yoga. So respect to the yoga lifestylers out there in the streets. But yeah, I definitely gonna be working towards that vibe because that's just another aspect along with growing cannabis or growing food, uh, nature, culture, that type of living. All these things is something could be taught by me, and I'm very interested in. So that's just another niche. Appreciate the question. Early 90s. Quit watching sports when the salaries got out of control. It's crazy. They did get out of control. The boys is making money out there in the street, yo. Player a game, a game of basketball, putting the ball in the hoop, man. Getting paid way more than some of these teachers. Not some of these teachers, all of these teachers. The worst player in the NBA gets paid quadruple more than people that's teaching your kids. Entertainment, baby. Entertainment. Mm, let's see. I used to watch fake wrestling. That was the only sport I ever watched. I watching it. Yeah. My brother was deep in it. JoJo. He was deep in that. I think he's still deep in it, yo. I mean, it's entertainment. It's just like me watching sports. Sports. As far as let's go into the sports game a little bit. Talk about the fakery a little bit. I mean, Tim. This thing called referee. I don't know if anybody remember the referee called Tim Donaghy. Look him up, and he's a referee that actually fixed games. I think one of the biggest game that he fixed was, I think it might have been 2004 or 2003, but it was a game against the Sacramento Kings where things was a little iffy. It was Lakers versus the Sacramento Kings, and whoever wins goes against the New Jersey Nets. And so the idea of the Sacramento Kings going against the New Jersey Nets for the championship, they couldn't have that. You know, LA is where it's at. That's what bringing the crowd in. Got Kobe and Shaq out there in the streets. They was already winning championships, and they getting ready to lose. And we about to have a Sacramento versus New Jersey game. Tim Donaghy was out there making sure that wasn't about to happen. And he got he got fined, got kicked out the league. It's a whole thing. So it's not only wrestling that has the fix. You know what I'm saying? It's it could be sports. The sports that we watch on a daily basis, the football and basketball. You know? Let's go. Let's go. Too deep. I appreciate you. Is Yeah, entertainment is a big drug. Deep, it's a huge drug. It's another narcotic, just like the media and ingesting that junk that that we sometimes partake in or whatnot. And if we deep in it and all trying to figure out, you know, whatever you deep in, it's gonna show up in your world, bro. That's just what it is, yo. And that's one of those narcotics, yo, for sure, for sure. And we can be all deep into sports and not in our own lives. You know what I'm saying? Really, I was really worried about James Harden. Like he's my bro. Like we had conversations. Like I get money every time Houston Rockets win. I don't get a dime. I'm spending. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending time and money with them to have a mental breakdown because of they lost. I had to be through with the drug, baby. I washed it. I washed it clean. I got up off the narcotic, baby. For the good guys on the fake wrestling, and they kept getting beat up. So I started rooting for the bad guys instead. Then I found out it was all fake. Yeah. It's definitely a life changing situation when you find out something's fake or something that you thought was real is conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild. It's wild. And so yeah, I know it was some soul searching that you probably did. Cause like you was like, yo, player, why my wrestler don't ever win? Like what I wanted to. I'd be putting money on the game. It could be a narcotic. Let's see. We got good trails in Oregon, no doubt. Jennifer, okay. She out there in them streets in the Oregon streets. You know what's going down. Let me see mountain trails. There are no mountains where I'm right. Oh yeah. Mountain trails is beautiful, yo. Uh, I'll be 45 BN. Okay, 45 BN. I gotta know what's going on with that. Maybe I got that off. 45 in 2 months. Prefer to smoke flower over anything else. People enjoy flower, yo. People are really having their life changed over the flower and feeling like they're a little bit more calmer, a little bit more healthier involved in that. But that's not all around the states, But you can get alcohol anywhere in the United States, and we know what happens with that. We know you take too much of that, you get blacked out. Drama in the streets for driving, But that's out for everybody to enjoy. I haven't heard not one benefit actually from alcohol. There's not. I don't think. I need to Google that. Let me Google benefits for drinking alcohol. You know what I'm saying? That I think they got that for wine. There's some vibe going on for wine. But as far as like tequila shots and all that, play that's good times. That's all that is. Just a party, and something that you might not ever want to remember again, or you can't remember because you blacked out. That's the lifestyle though. But that's for the people. Everybody can partake in that. Even a change in the season. Let's see. Yeah. I love changes in season. And THC and the real thing. I mean, it's looking at the numbers. The numbers that they give, if they bust out and say it's 40% THC, then I'm like, well, I ain't never heard that. That's a little hesitant from what I've been taught. Now, it could be a real thing, but from what I've been taught from growers, they say nah. That's not a thing. But as far as looking at it, you can look and see if it's fresh through just looking at it. Usually, when a cannabis is getting old, it starts to frail up or start to get like dirt in a way, and that's why I talked about it's starting to get a little. My bad, guys, for the lack of vision right here. It's starting to get real bright. Let me go ahead and fix that for the people a little bit. But anyways, yeah, it starts to get real old and crusty the older it get. You could tell it doesn't look fresh. It looked like an old flower that might be dying. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the look of cannabis when it's not fresh. So yeah, you definitely want to take heed on that, and that's why they really don't want you to touch it. Um, that cannabis, when you go in there to a dispensary or whatnot, you can smell test or whatnot, but as soon as you touch it, you can kind of understand what's happening. If it's like have a little juice to it or whatnot, or you see the crystals and that's fresh. Uh, Sometimes you get a little crusty, and then, like I said, they don't want to have you touching that, because then you gonna know if it's old or not, through the sense of touch. Hamburger thankfulness, you already know. It's a real thing. You get that high, yo. Everything. This watermelon's hitting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I smoked a little bit, but it's a party in my mouth that I didn't know I was invited to, player, until I touched down. And I appreciate it. You thankful for that, like, for real, for real. Did you have any hallucinations on any of the recreational drugs you tried? No hallucinations. Actually, word on the street is people's dreams get a lot more vivid when they're off the weed. That's word on the street. I believe the reason is because when you're smoking weed, you're like in a dream in itself, in a way, where you just like you look at the colors and nature, and it looks a little bit more beautiful. So you almost like walking into your dream and enjoying life in a way. When you're off the green or not on it or whatnot, your brain, I guess, seeks for a dreamlike state, and so therefore, since you are already having that dreamlike state as a cannabis user in a way, your nighttime sleep, you might not get those same uh, vivid dreams. Yeah, if that make any sense. But this is something that you can look up, that I looked up, and I caught some information, and I'm passing around of what they say. So there been some times where I get off the green. I don't, rock the green for about a week or two or something like that, because I like to have control over everything as far as that's concerned. I don't want nothing controlling me where I have to have it. But that's information for anybody that's not smoking green. The hallucinations of vivid dreaming can happen at a higher state because of it. Yeah. Just want to give out the information, random. But I haven't had any hallucinations or anything like that. I had some good times with the green. Uh, you think about goofy things or whatnot, but it's not like a full on Inception type of, you know what I'm saying? I ain't did that, you know. Called Fallout. They use bottle caps as currency. Look at that. Okay, then. I didn't know anything about Fallout. That's new information. When you showed the Texas, people put snow in a pot and tried to melt it, but it couldn't melt. Oh, snap. That's strong snow right there. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. That idea of that type of snow all of a sudden randomly, when I wasn't seeing the seasons like that in Texas or whatnot, but I mean, people have their certain processes, belief system. There's all kind of ways you can go with that. I'm just giving out information of what articles say. What, as far as what I believe, I feel like it's something fishy going on, no doubt, no doubt. But I don't think it's a global warming vibe. I believe the idea that people want gasoline to stop. Okay, I understand that. It's a source that we can use for something else, and they're trying to go electric. If you go electric, that's the same thing like going digital. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody go a electric vehicle or whatnot, and they have a power switch of cutting everybody off, that's problematic, yo. That's not self sufficiency. I believe there's a kill switch as far as Tesla's concerned and all that good stuff, yo. You can literally like have these boys stop like in the middle of the road. You know what I'm saying? Because it's electrical and they have that type of power. If you want to go to a deeper thought process on technology like that. We're going electric base. You know what I'm saying? And what to say that's not keeping us in the city life? Because if you got an electric car and you don't take gasoline and you got to power it up or whatnot everywhere you go, or you go out and travel somewhere, you deep in the woods, and you ain't got no electricity, player. You're not gonna be really going out there. You're gonna go to places where there's electricity. You're not gonna go out into nature like that. You ain't gonna go deep because you ain't got that gasoline. These are the thought processes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this ain't. I'm not trying to give out this facts involved in this thought process. I'm just giving out what they call it, like how Dame Calloway here to make you think a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all it is. Like, why are they pushing this electrical vibe so strong? Because it's just another form of control to me, you know. But there's people out there that we can actually run off water. You know what I'm saying? You can run off water. There's people that said that you can run your car off certain other materials besides gasoline. Soon as that stuff start popping up, boys come up missing. You know what I'm saying? I'll get shot up. You feel me? So it's a wild world, no doubt. It's a wild world. Let's see. I remember back in 1980s, it was possible to get leaded gasoline. We started seeing behaviors in lead in urban environments. Okay, there you go. That leaded gasoline. So they had to switch some things up. Yeah. Get up off that. Get up off that. And they had to change some things up. And it might be a good thing to change from gasoline. It might be, but as far as the electric's concerned, I, and how everybody going electric, and they talk about you're doing something bad to Earth. If you think about it, uh, I saw a documentary. They was talking about it was really the those cows and those taking down trees for cow and chicken and places to like that. That's what's really killing the ozone layer. You know what I'm saying? Or global warming. They put it in a way where it made sense. I'm not probably doing that for you right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving out the information for what I saw maybe 3 years back. But they talked about global warming being the biggest component of global warming is all these different cow land spots or whatnot that they taking over, cutting down trees, which I feel we need to put more trees up. You know what I'm saying? And work with the trees, work with nature, and build around that and be in that vibe. But we trying to put cement on top of things. You feel? So yeah, that's where it's at. But it's these are just the thoughts, and I want to have these thoughts with y'all, and we can go with the flow or however you want to flow it with it. In these thoughts, we can go with the flow with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. Uh, Passing out information, yo. Let's see. Slowly but surely, history and factual information will change and disappear. Crazy stuff. No doubt about that. No doubt. It's going down. Living on prana. Yeah. It's this thing. Boys was trying to cover you up. And folk out here breatharians. You just cut off they food source when you and put slobber and bacteria and all. Duh. From a cotton swab that's just right there in your face. They did that to us, yo. They did that to us and said that we was doing it for the community. I will never forget that. I don't care if people think that bad stick is fly, yo. I completely disagree, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's okay. I feel like it's nothing but not to be on that bullshit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. All day, 24/7. Being out in nature with the mask on. I remember they said that. I remember that. Come on now. That's how we live. You have a frugal grid homestead, okay? So the contain property catches rain. Man, it's illegal to catch rainwater in some certain areas. I think it's like that in Oregon. It's illegal to catch rainwater. I gotta double check that, but Yeah, that's self-sufficiency at its finest, yo. That's a great information. Robert Rome, push appreciate your presence on this line. That's a serious. I love it. I love it. I haven't watched that yet, but yeah, yeah. That I mean, just controlling you left and right, yo. And I don't know if y'all heard about Dasani. Dasani water, I heard, is coming straight from the tap. We paying for water and it's coming straight from the tap, player. You know, like player. Shit gotta change. It's a wild world. Shit gotta change, blood. Uh, you can buy a small grill and sell burgers, hot dogs, and sodas, going state to state. And when they ask you, have a license, you just pack up and go to the next state. That's good. That's a move. That's a move. Yeah, that's a move for sure. You could. There's people that was selling. I remember people selling rocks. Some little kid, some well-known guy now. He a millionaire, but when he was a little kid, he was selling rocks that he painted or whatnot, and was giving it out. I think he was about 5 or 6 years old, and made money off that joint, yo. But yeah, 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 selling burgers, and if that's the vibe that you want to do, you can do that. Another move I feel would be awesome for future nomads, our current nomads is traveling haircut artists. Doing hair. There's been a couple occasions where I thought about it. I mean, people be asking me about my beard and how I got it trimmed up. I do my own thing or whatnot, but I haven't really joined in on doing it for other people. I mean, that's a big task to me. I'll be looking at it like, yo, I mean, I'm here to take care of this person right here. This person, if this haircut don't be right, 2 weeks he gotta be with that. You know? I might mess up this man's life for about 2 weeks because like I remember going to the barber college, right? And my hairline at that time was like right here, right? It ain't like that no more. But I went to that barber college and played this part right here. It was right. It was cornered. You feel me? But then when I got over here, it took another corner. You feel me? So I had like this vibe. Like I was looking that way. That forehead was different. That wasn't the middle of my forehead. My forehead was this way. You know. But it was called punishment that my dad gave me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my pops, Happy Father's Day's coming up. And shout out to my pops out there in the streets for punishment, which helped, which did me right. Cause I never did whatever that ever happened. I don't even know what happened, why that happened, but I never did it again. Because nobody wants to get their haircut effed up and walk around school. It was in middle school too. So middle school got the jokers. They got them jokers come in strong in middle school, blood. That's called bullying. And they was out there, and I was like, I understand. My hairline screwed up, blood. Let's see, Fluoride will put one in a zombie like a state. Well, burn the sugar in ways that humans cannot. Oh, okay. Okay, look at that. Information. Darren giving out. Giving out about that fluoride. You don't need to go to Google. It's right here. It's right here. Information. Appreciate you, Darren. Uh yeah, but crack kills. There's a lot of over here in Oregon, it's or Southern Oregon, it's not really the crack vibe. I think it's heroin and meth. So I'm not sure where the crackheads are at right now, but the crack vibe is a serious thing for sure, no doubt. Thank you for putting that out there, the cool guy. That crack kills, no doubt. What they call what the old boy say? Crack is a hell of a drug. I want to try to become breatharian one day in the future. I don't if I spelled that correctly. Yeah. Look it up. Look it up. I was interested. I definitely did look it up. There was a process that I went through where I did a dry fast, which is different, where you don't drink or eat food, and I did that for 40 hours. I did 40-hour dry fast where I didn't eat anything or drink anything. I kind of stayed posted up. I didn't do a lot of movement, man, because I felt like if I did a lot of movement, that's when I felt like I was gonna be hungry. It was a lot of resting, a lot of reading. You know what I'm saying? Just like taking in that moment and be present. You know. Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. It was tough, no doubt, no doubt. But there's people that do dry fast. You know, there's a water fast scenario, and then there's a no food fast, and they drink nothing but water. But when you go without water or food, that's a whole nother level, and people are doing it. People are doing it. It's you would think like, nah. They told me you're not supposed, you can't go without eating that long. Nah, you can go without eating and drinking that long, no doubt. There's, like I said, vegetarians. They said a lot of things and got debunked. You know, they also said you got to eat 3 meals a day. That shit got debunked. I eat 1 meal a day, yo. This is my starter meal. You know, in my 8 hours or whatnot, I have my little watermelon, and then I probably eat like some type of protein source and some water, and that'd be my meal, yo. Facts. Facts. And it's not a, big old breakfast. They said breakfast is the most important part of the day. And yeah, I feel like that could help slump, put you in a slump in the beginning of the day. You got all that food, the pancakes, sausage, bacon, and eggs sound amazing. I still to this day sound amazing. But you put all that in your system, you ain't really trying to go out and play. Play you in that you got that itis. You supposed to start out with that? Got debunked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's the lifestyle we live in though. Let's see. You will fit right into my family. From out in the building. Appreciate you, Joe. It is dry and crumbly, yo. No brainer, no bueno at all. I rebuke thee. Great thought processing. Yeah. And it replaces physical money. Social credit score is not too far behind. A lot of things could happen. Who knows? Who knows? Everybody got a different story to tell on how they went through it. It's all about what we taking in and what we believe in and how we going about putting actions to our thoughts. You know, and so that's why we pick the people that we pick on our YouTube channel. You know, who we follow, like what do we believe in? You know what I'm saying? And some of you get inspired by these different people that's on YouTube, and you like, oh yeah, I like where he going, like where his head is going, where my head is at. You know what I'm saying? My head's been like that or something like that. You feel? And we look at them in a way where it's a good thing. You know, we learning from each other, and it's a beautiful scenario that we able to create our world with our thoughts and what we believe in a way. So it's a beautiful thing, man. We have so much power in this world. We have so much power. We are not victims. We are not. And they taught us to be victims. Well, now it's time to teach to be. We are powerful beyond measure. Yeah, we live that no can't lifestyle. You feel me? NOCANT. Hold on. Method Man came out with something, right? I wanted to add on. I might be doing it in the beginning of my videos. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it's lame. I like it though. Method Man, he had a saying like NOCANT fan. You know what I'm saying? Like if I brought it out like that, Method Man was like MET. It's Method Man, but it's man. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end, I'm switching it up, putting no can fan. Shout out to Method Man holding it down because I had it in my dream one time, and so I wanted to bring it out. Yeah, but I thought I was fly. NOCANT fan. Instead of putting no can fan out there, just spell it out or whatnot on some fly shit. You let me know, yay or nay. Tell me if it's trash. Let me know. But I feel like it's fly. Let's see. Also organic material they need to get from the earth for the batteries for the electric car isn't good for the earth. Look at that information. I didn't catch that part of the game, but that's good information. I need to look into that. Appreciate you, Amos. The smartphone is the beginner stage of transhumanism, man merging with the AI. We all carry it around 24/7. That's definitely. I think there's people talked about how we already in the AI vibe because we couldn't live without our phones. But there've been times that helped me out. where I lost my phone, had no contact with anybody in a foreign area, and yeah, and it worked out perfectly. I was without my phone for I believe it was 9 days, a divine nine. I was without my phone, and I was still able to live life abundantly. Actually, was traveling from city to city. I was in Minnesota. I was in Duluth, Minnesota, and I traveled from Duluth, Minnesota to Superior all the time. I think Superior had my Anytime Fitness, but Duluth is where I was trying to, chill at and relax at. So, there's a lot of hikes over there. I was doing hikes, working on my maps. You know what I'm saying? Looking, remembering spots and streets. Helped me out tremendously as a nomad. I used to be a GPS baby. You know. Now it's a little different story because of that loss of a phone. And we are very capable of it. We get nervous and scared because it's different, but very capable of it. Been doing it for years without technology, and I feel like there's a time and place for technology. It helps. I'm not banishing and thinking technology is dumb. Hell no, we can use it, but it's starting to try to take over. Starting to try to take over. And everything internet based. You feel, and they trying to put a chip in your life. You know, you know. Um, it died right at the 3 hour mark. And so I had to figure out a way to get back online with y'all. I appreciate y'all for waiting on your boy. I do think it's time to almost wrap up, but I'm gonna have a few things to say. I'm gonna finish off these questions that I got. You know, of course, why not? But of course, need to be answered out here in these streets. And if anybody want to come on and join in and partake in some more banter, then by all means, I'm working on my setup space. Appreciate anybody that's watching right now. Was there the whole time, yo. Respect it, yo. Y'all was there watching. Y'all was watching the blank screen. Respect to the gang. There we go. So I gotta get my situation back right. Excuse me for a second. Block off that beautiful sun that we got real quick. All right. Yeah, I didn't think I'll be able to get back on again, yo. I'm glad I made it to though, so I could talk a little bit more. I didn't want to do another video, another live saying what happened. I didn't want that, so I'm glad we can continue streaming a little bit. And hopefully this just cut to the next scene. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right back into the swing of things out here. Let's see. Good questions. Money. Only digital currency replaces physical money. Social credit score is not to do. Oh yeah, I said that one. I'm saying needs to get Earth. Saw that one. Smartphone, and I think I was at this. Make sure you cook onions before people love the smell. Respect to the game, yo. I didn't know. That was the most random statement of all times, no doubt about that. I respect that though. This vibe. It's crazy. I've been watching this live for 2 hours and it's still entertaining. Respect, man. I appreciate you, yo. That's a lot of love right there, yo. We out here, yo. Uh, there's a lot of hesitations for me to go on these lives because I'm personally I like the banter between two beings, or if y'all was like right in front of me, that'd be even more amazing. So I can see facial expressions and reactions or whatnot, hear laughs, see if I'm doing it, right? So your comments help me out tremendously. Let me know that it's entertaining still. You feel me? And I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. So respect to everybody that's watching, no doubt. And like I said, your comments and your responses or whatnot, it keeps me going because it is a new thing for me to be out here doing this live. I'm an editing type of vibe or whatnot. I like the editing and creating a documentary type vibe. So this thing has always been a new thing. That's why I don't too much like it too much, but I'm getting better. What helped me out definitely was Noble Nomads helped me out. Definitely Tim and Allison. They helped me out tremendously by showcasing what they doing and how they always on live, and they doing good things with the live. So my computer's still down, and I'm tired of saying that. That's gonna change. But yeah, 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 yeah. This is where we at right now, and I can only do the best I can with what I got, and that's how I started out. I started out making videos through my phone, and now I'm right here, right now, still making videos through my phone, just a different way. But yeah, yeah, yeah. We can just have this conversation and enjoy. Let's see. Still smoking crack. They out here, Marquis. Folk out here still smoking crack for real. Uh, we need more lives from Drew. You, Drew. You definitely speak the truth. All right, dude. I appreciate that, yo. I'm gonna keep them coming, yo. I can keep them coming. It be so. What y'all think? All right, like real talk. Yeah, put in the comment section. Like I know my boy Tim. I remember he go on lives on a daily. How y'all feel about seeing your boy on a daily like that on some type of live move, yo? Uh, I be thinking to myself, I'll be like, man, should I, this might be a little bit too much. But I do have things that happens to me on a daily basis, or thought processes or whatnot that I'm looking up, and so maybe I do a lot tomorrow, yo. Who knows? It be different territory, yo. It's a different life for me, and maybe the thing to do is to break through like old school way of thinking to a new school way of thinking, and so this is just part of the journey for me. And so I appreciate your comments telling me about my live, yo. Uh, appreciate that. Uh, and video games seems to be the vibe. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Video games. I haven't really joined in on the video games too much, so but that will be a nice little vibe, chilling in nature, video games, solar energy, keep the power going and everything like that. So I mess with that vibe, no doubt. By Dre from that girl called me Dre. That's just it's almost disrespectful, but I got number love. Oops, forgot the W. You know what I'm saying? Nah, number love, no doubt. I know it could be a typo. Respect to the game. Dre a fly ass name too. Uh Angela Fleming, she gone. Uh, Peace out. They zoomed in when you said chip government. So you talking too much. It was funny how it came out, yo. But it wasn't. It wasn't the government, guys. It was my phone that literally died on me in the midst of a chip conversation. But yeah, they putting the chip out there for the people, yo. I think it's in Sweden. They putting it right here. I think I got that information from a guy named. He's a pretty good guy. I'm pretty sure whoever's watching me, y'all probably know him. If y'all don't, then there's somebody else I kind of listen to uh, every now and then as well. His name is Ralph Smart. Yeah, yeah. Infinite Waters. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he give out information. He interesting as well. Let's see. Dang, he probably said some buzzword. It's a real thing. No, no, the buzzwords could be a real thing, but for this situation, your boy was out of power. Uh, yeah, yeah. But may the force be with everyone that watched this channel. I had to finish it off correctly, and I'm glad that the live was still up. I appreciate everybody's presence on this line. I might be doing a live tomorrow. We'll see. But I would like to be stationary somewhere because gasoline is high, and I shouldn't be moving around like this. So why not? But of course, you feel me on the live. So I'll let y'all know. I put the post up, and we'll go from there. And we'll still chit chat, yo. We'll still chit chat. We went through a lot of stories today for sure. Went through a lot of stories, but there's more stories to come. And I most definitely will holler at y'all later. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be sometime soon. But I'll give y'all the post note on when it's gonna be. All right, y'all be easy. All right, peace.